Yo, mic check, mic check. Yes, big up everyone. Big up all my people. Big up all my YouTube people. We're back. Another stream. Yeah, man. Got a few subjects today to talk about. There's been a few videos floating about, and obviously we just wanna give our opinion on some current affairs. I'm gonna try as well today to not walk around and to not make noise and whatnot because I could hear last time that with me walking around and shit, it's just you can proper hear it. But I know at some point I'll probably start doing it. I've always just found it more relaxing to just you know do things as I'm talking. I don't know. Maybe I just need to relax myself and just calm my shit down. But boy, that's what it is. So for anyone obviously like listening in, whether you catch this live or whether you catch this um, later on, if you got a YouTube channel or if you got a channel, never feel ashamed to come over here and promote your stuff. Like it's absolutely cool. Like if you go on panels, then we'll go over on your panel and just build like that. That's not an issue. Furthermore, if I know you got a panel and I've seen you here, I'll come. You don't even have to ask me. I'll come, just as like common courtesy. So that's what I believe it takes for us to be able to build and grow this thing properly. So I just quickly before the show starts, I wanted to comment about mushrooms um, because it seems like many different people have many different opinions on mushrooms and what they do. I'm not gonna chat shit. I was extremely new to them. I'm so new to them. I've only done it twice basically. So I might not have the most knowledge, but obviously I know what my uh, experience was like. Put it that way. And to be honest, I think they're banging. Anyone who hasn't tried them, I would so highly recommend them in all ways. Um, Basically, the person who I first took them with, both of us, we'd never tried it before. We were both first timers, and like I didn't really. So I read up a little bit about what happens when you take them, but I didn't want to tell the person I was with what I had read because I wanted to see if the experience was genuine. And one of the things that they say about mushrooms is that it absolutely shoots out serotonin. So your brain is the happy, all like the happy cells and your happy feelings. Your brain's going nuts. And so me and this person, we were just laughing. We were happy. It was a female. It was a female. So um, made the experience even nicer. And yeah, like it was just banging. She even said to me like feedback of what she thought about it. She said it was, like a sick drug sort of thing, if you can even call it a drug. Um, and yeah, it was just a feel good kind of like feeling, just like a proper feel good feeling. So I would highly recommend it. And also as well, I'm a strong believer in like natural substances. I don't believe in trying, all of these mad drugs and whatnot. No chance. But something as natural as mushrooms, yeah, I would highly recommend it. Um, so basically, the first time, person I was with, I got a 15-gram like pack, and so they took 5 grams and I took 10, and The only thing I would say that I see is like the colors were crazy. Colors were absolutely crazy. There was wallpaper, and the wallpaper, it started to make like a wavy pattern. I thought at one stage at the corner of my eye, I see things moving. There was a few times where I thought like I see things moving, sort of thing. But all in all, it was more about the mental side of things. Um, I don't know, because some people say that you can get ego death. That was basically what I was chasing. You totally lose your ego because you become so humbled by the mushroom, basically. And I can't say I got that. I'm still egotistical piece of shit, so that it never worked in that sense. Um, the second time, I went all out and I went on 15 grams, and that was actually the but you're gonna laugh. It was actually the last show. Yes, believe it or not, confession time. And I weren't about to tell no one, obviously, um, because I just wanted to see exactly what the feedback would be with me interacting with people. And that's a large amount for you guys who don't know. They say like 15 gram is a heroic amount. Um, and as I was speaking with everyone, I started like I started to see some shit. It was never scary, but it was just like, what is that kind of thing? So I was looking at a drain and I could see like a hand sort of come out of it, not in a scary way, and it weren't even like you could make out the hand. It was more just like a shadow of a hand, so it weren't even like a proper hand. And basically, every time I would see something, it would just put me off my chain of thought. Um, but yeah, once again, nice experience. So I don't know all of these people saying they've had a bad experience or whatnot. I don't know why they're having a bad experience. Um, they always talk about set and setting. So what they mean by that is obviously like where you are, what's your environment like, and also a little bit like who are you with? Are you with the right people? So I would say just go somewhere where you're comfortable if you are gonna do it. But then there's also a part of me that believes that like if you bun weed and whatnot, and you got a good tolerance there, there's a part of me that don't think you'll be that affected, to be honest with you, because I wasn't really that affected. And the shroom that I actually consumed is called it was called cubit. It's not actually a mushroom. It's a root. They use another word, but it's basically a root kind of thing, and it's even more potent than just your normal mushroom. It's supposed to be one of the most potent ones you can get. So that's cubit for anyone looking, and the taste was quite nice. Like I kind of just ate it raw, just straight raw kind of thing. No messing around, just yeah, just like that. And it's got a bit of a citrus taste. It's definitely not disgusting to eat. It's not like you gotta like prepare yourself or anything like that. So, and I could actually imagine having it in tea. They do say having it in tea is quite nice. I think that particular strain or whatever you want to call it would actually work. Yeah, it would definitely work. So another like strange, not even strange, but another fact about mushrooms. Um, yeah, another fact about obviously mushrooms that a lot of people don't know is that they're actually one of the biggest organisms on the planet. because when you actually do see a mushroom, it's not the one mushroom that you see poking out the ground. No, the mushrooms are all connected. So if you're in a forest and you see one or two mushrooms, just know that all of the mushrooms of that same type are all from the same, like it's the same thing. It's the same plant, basically. So I found that that was a bit mad. I didn't know that they were all connected. And obviously mushrooms, they don't acquire their energy through photosynthesis. So what they actually do, they swap nutrients with other plants that are around them. So I found that to be quite crazy. Um, you know, they would actually swap nutrients. Listen to it carefully. It's not take or leech off. No, swap. So they would actually make sure that whatever plant they're taking from has adequate nutrients to carry on, and then they would take what they need. So it's more like a trade. So could it be that the mushroom is so smart, it's so intelligent that it knows that if it just eats what's around it, there won't be no food. So it's better to just maintain what's around. Um, that would be a lot more of a healthy situation. Um, so yeah, um, that's a bit of a fact there. All you people that didn't really um, know about mushrooms. And also, because of the whole photosynthesis thing, genetically, if you look at the makeup of mushrooms, it actually turns out that they once branched off from animals. So they did not branch off from. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that they're closer to animals than they are to plants. So technically, if you say that you're vegan or vegetarian, you should technically not be eating mushrooms because they are technically not plants or vegetables or anything like that. Um, it's just one of them weird things. It's the same way a banana tree is actually a herb. It's it's yeah, it's quite nuts. But anyway, so I've done my bit of waffling on there. Um, yeah, man. Let's see um, where's my guys at? Where's my professionals at? Let's see if they can come and co-host this thing for me. But you know something? It's like to start anything, like to start. If you're starting a channel, whether you're starting a business, it's like you can't start a business and then necessarily have like 15 people employed from day one. Well, you might be able to if you got an investment and you went about it that way. But usually, the way you'll start your business will just be, you on your ones. So, um, obviously, I've done this a few times now. Starting this, well, a few times, I'll say 3, 4 times. And every time I do start the show, it becomes less and less of an issue kind of thing. Sometimes it's even nice to like just have your say and be able to say whatever you want. That was part of the reason, obviously, as well, why this was created, this whole channel. Um, there's there's a few people who obviously have have a say on what goes on here. So it's not specifically mine. It's not specifically, you know, um, Shifters or Natties or uh, any of the other guys that come on here. It's like it's a collective of quite a few people. So I don't really have any authority or say in that sense, and neither does anyone else. And even to the point the other day where there's trolls coming out in the chat, and we're saying, you know what, we're just gonna have to leave them sort of thing because you know, uh, yeah, it's just one of them ones right now where they're just gonna have to do their thing. Um, but yeah, we got Schiffer Don coming in here. So
What's good?
let's see.
What's good?
Yes, bro. I'm good, man.
There you
Just
are.
here,
There you are.
just I thought just briefly before obviously getting to the main subject, I was just telling them. So basically, like the last show that we that
Yeah,
we did,
yeah.
um, I was basically I was on a mad one. I don't know if you knew, or if you didn't know, then I'm telling you now. But certain man consumed about 15 gram of the wildest thing, and like I was saying, like I didn't want to say anything first of all because, like, like if someone knows you're buzzing or something, they make you feel a type of way. Does that make sense? Like, but if you just kind of style with it, yeah, if you just kind of style with it, it becomes all blessed. So basically, I've just yammed this thing. It started kicking in. I'm trying to like speak and obviously like bring my points forward, and then like shit is happening. The wall is slightly moving, and I'm saying what? And I just pause, and no one's like you lot are probably not even understanding why I'm. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm just thinking, what the fuck just
I
happened?
thought
And
you were
it
just
just
falling
put me
back.
off my. No, brother, listen to this. You remember I said to you I wanted to try it.
Shit.
I told you, innit?
Yeah, yeah.
I actually went and did that shit. I actually went and did that shit. And you know what? If you haven't tried it, it's not too bad. It's definitely not like scary or mad or dark. There's nothing dark about it. For me it wasn't anyway. Um it's
Yeah.
just like proper, you feel like happy. That's all I would say. You just feel like happy, and the things that you think you'll see is more just like, let's say you're sitting next to a chair and you're just, did that chair just move? It's more one of them ones. Does that make sense? It's like
I said it
you're
was magic.
questioning, did that just move or did that just move? Yes, a little bit of magic like that. But your headspace is in a space where um for some reason you're not scared of anything. It's not, I'm not gonna describe it like some coked up buzz, like nah, it's not like that, like you're not scared of anything. It's more of a zen kind of like, if I die now I'll be alright, kind of not scared of anything. Um so it's a bit mad. I've heard them actually treating cancer patients and shit like that, or people that
I
are
hear that.
terminally ill. And yeah, once they get the mushrooms, it's just like a peace of mind. It's like it's just they can let go finally of everything they've been through and all the rest of it. So that I can kind of see. Um, yeah, but it's mad. I'd recommend it. I don't even know if I asked if you ever tried it or not.
No, I've never tried mushrooms still.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, and it's like obviously, I think is it ital? Are mushrooms ital? What are they? What's the ruling on mushrooms? I'm sure the Israelite brothers can't have a problem with that, man. You know, straight from the ground. You know, the thing that come from the ground, we gotta give a bit of ratings to,
I hear
man.
you still. Seen it as a yeah, I've never really viewed it in any way like that, if that makes sense. It's just I don't do them.
Oh, never given
I've
it
never,
thought, kind of thing. Yeah, yeah. No, that was the same with me. That was the same with me. I never really had no interest until people started saying you can go here, you can go there. Like you might actually see some shit, and that I was just curious. Um, what the situation was, and yeah, what more can I say? Like it's just like a calm, it's just like a calm vibe, like immediate kind of like feel good sort of thing. I don't see how anyone could not feel good, and it's like imagine like the birth of a child kind of feel good or something like that. It's that kind of mad warmth kind of happiness that you can't, there's definitely some of that. But then I will
yeah, that's
fully
that magic,
concede to the
man.
fact that it could affect. Yeah, it's that magic. That's hence the magic.
That's that
But I
magic.
would fully say
Oh
it's
shit.
magic, bro. It's fully magic. I would say without a shadow of a doubt, though, yeah, it could definitely affect other people in other ways. It could like
Yeah,
I feel that it could do that because it's one of them ones where it's like it can go, yeah, it can go quite deep.
it can go
But
left.
if I'm gonna be
It can
totally
go left.
honest, yeah, it can go. It could might go left. I don't. I don't really feel like I took anything super big away from it. That's the only disappointment, apart from having a good
So you
time.
don't think you
And
wouldn't
if
recommend
it's
it to
just,
like a schizophrenic or a bipolar or
see, that's the thing. You never know if it's gonna do good or bad. You don't know, do you? Might do.
I hear you still, but if someone's schizo like and stuff looks like
Might.
it's moving, they might just flip.
Mm.
I should love, you know, like that. When bipolar, they
But
just
you know
start
the whole
sketching
thing.
out.
If things are moving, it's like imagine if there are things like look, if you're religious or whatnot, or even if you believe, like call it what you want to call it now, yeah. If one day you're gonna meet your maker, would you not want to know, or would you not be curious what that other world might actually be like to some extent? How are you ever gonna like get your foot in the door and kind of like know what's behind the, you know? I feel like it
What's
kind of
behind the
allows you to
veil?
bridge that gap. Yeah, it allows you to bridge that gap because a lot of religious
So
people,
what you're saying
one
is
day
that
they're just going
remove
to
the
be stood in
curtain.
front of their maker.
I got
Exactly,
you. That
remove the curtain just
remove
a
the
bit.
curtain, so now you can see the
Mm,
wizard. Nah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've never really thought about it like that. I've never even thought of like trying to see the wizard. I just think the wizard doing his thing. I'm gonna do my thing, you know, like that.
yeah.
And
Okay, but you don't think you're going to meet him eventually?
I
How you
think
going to
faith,
get?
yeah,
How
just
you going to
someone
get away?
or to trust. Like it's a similar thing in it. Faith and trust is basically what I'm saying, isn't it? So it's not something that I needed to
Yeah.
explore like that, but I kind of get where you're going with it. If that makes sense.
You know when you say you're not really needing to explore, would you say to a certain extent, because the one thing that always
Yeah.
comes up when someone says that, I think they're a little bit scared. And I was shitting myself at first as well. I was.
Mm.
I'm not gonna lie to you, but
Not
when you
really.
realize
It's
that,
not really
this is
fair. Do you know what
calm,
it is? Do you know what it is? Yeah, I
yeah,
think you see, for someone who's a true believer, yeah, like I'm a true believer in what I believe. Like what I know is what I know, but what I believe is what I believe. But I don't see the belief as being any less than knowing, if that makes sense. So
no, no,
once
no,
I
no.
can put that in perspective in my own mind, I don't need to
Yeah.
know any more than I already know because I already know. There's nothing that
Did
can
you?
you could show me that I could see that's going to make me more certain.
Okay. Did you kind of give your thing? I know it's a bit of backtracking, but did you give your answer on the whole? If God was the Big Bang, what your thoughts would be on that? I don't know why I'm recapping, but I just don't remember if I got the answer or
I
not.
did give my answer on it, yeah, and my answer was if the Most
Yeah.
High was the Big Bang, you know, the Most
Yeah.
High is still more than the Big Bang. The Most High just created the Big Bang, then, or what they're calling the Big Bang. But remember, the
Yeah.
Most High said,
Exactly.
"Let there be light," and
Exactly.
light was upon us. You understand? The Most High spoke things into existence, and that's what like the voice, was the word is all powerful. That's the most powerful thing. Do you feel me? Hold up, I got a phone call.
Go on, bro. I'll give my take on it. Yeah. So basically, what the way I look at it, yeah, is like let's just say there's a God, for instance, and let's say it's the God that created everything that we can fathom, or everything that's in you know our universe, everything that's in everything that we know or could even begin to look at. Yeah, let's say a God created that kind of thing. Um, all right, cool, no problem. I can kind of take that and and be cool with that. But then now when scientists are saying that our universe, it was the end of another one, my only question would be, if God was the be all and end all, when the last universe ended, do you think potentially God could have been birthed when we were birthed?
So what you're asking me is, can the Most High speak things into and out of existence? And I'd say, yeah, that's without a shadow
Yes,
of
that's
doubt.
kind of what I'm asking.
Yeah, the Most High can speak
Okay,
things into
and but
existence
then
as much as he can speak things out of existence. So, like, you'll see that
yes,
concept in so many things, in so many programs, like even kids' programs. You'll have like some type of being or deity that can literally just think something into existence, or just in a blink of an eye, just make you not exist. And that's where these concepts, these ideas are coming from,
okay,
because none of these ideas are original. Do you feel what I'm trying to say? And like, when we think about
yeah,
like science and things, and they talk about the Big Bang, that's where they're getting it
yeah,
from. They're just gonna lie to you and tell you they got it from somewhere else
yes.
to make you throw you off the trail. But the truth is, the idea of the Big
I
Bang
hear
all
you, but
comes
I
from
hear
the
you.
Most High
Yeah,
speaking things into existence. That's literally where it's coming from. That's the
I
stem of
hear,
it. Like, come on, man. Like, whose voice is bigger,
I
mine or
hear
the
you.
Most High's? Say the Most High, definitely. And what are the
Yeah,
effects of that voice? That voice could be as destructive as it
yeah.
could be creative. Do you feel what I'm trying to say?
Okay, 100%, 100%. What do we do with the fact that
Like we do it
Muslims are claiming
ourselves.
the
We
Big Bang?
speak things into existence. Well,
Yeah.
say that again.
You know,
I
obviously
didn't hear that one.
Muslims,
Say
they're
that again.
claiming that they got the passages. Muslims are obviously claiming that they got the passages for the Big Bang in the Quran. Like, what's your
Okay.
thoughts on that?
Well, that would only
So they're not
further
even they're
confirm
not
what
even
I'm saying.
fighting it. They're saying it was there.
That would only further confirm what I'm saying. And like I said, like from the even from a Christian standpoint, like there's no need to fight it. Why would I need to fight that? All I need to do is understand where the idea is stemming from. What's the original idea? And why are they calling it
Okay.
the Big Bang? What is the Big
hmm
Bang related to? It's related to noise. You know, what is a voice related to? The same thing. You know what I'm trying to say? So
All right.
once
Cool.
I put those two
Okay.
things
Cool.
in
If you're
perspective,
saying that, yeah. Now, cool. Do you think to a certain extent, obviously, to make you put that together, um, if I if I was to use the term reaching, do you think maybe to make them
yeah.
connections, you was like reaching at some points to get there, to get where you wanted to go?
No, I think it's the other way around. I think that they're reaching. You understand? Because they're coming with this Big
Okay.
Bang
Say
thing
no
that
more.
they came up with the other
Yeah.
day, whereas we're dealing with something that is it's a lot more it's got a lot more antiquity to it.
Yeah.
So to some extent,
Yeah.
you know, a lot of knowledge from the old world, as we call it, then
Yeah.
has been proven to be true. More to the point of the modern day knowledge that we got. You feel what I'm trying to say? Is even like the way the stars are mapped out and
I
stuff
would
like that.
fully
They're only
agree.
finding that
Fully
stuff
agree
now.
with that. Listen, I would fully
Like
agree
that.
with that. What do you say to people? Yeah, what do you say to people that like anything you bring to them, they just say, "Oh, but how do you know that? How can you prove that?" So it's like when you just made that point about so much knowledge coming from the past, I would agree with you.
Yeah.
Much it becomes ridiculous. You don't stand on anything. Like what are we doing? Everything is false. Oh, I'm a totally open mind. I don't take any information. I think that's the most dead stance you can take. How can you take that stance and try to be proud of it? You, on the other hand, you fully claim your thing and you don't sit on no fence. You understand? And I can kind of like, yeah, that's cool. Like you got a belief and you try to, prove your belief or you try to question it or gain evidence, whatever you need to do. And it's put you in a place where you're not really co-signing one of the mainstream religions. You're creating or not even you're creating, you're part of your own, obviously, like Israelite community. And I would say, big up the Israelites. I accept fully that there's Israelites like you who are just pure Israelite. There's no problem with that because Israelite was the word used in the books. So why do we need to add some other shit to it? So I hear you fully on that. So I guess what my question is, what do you think about people that can't stand on anything? I think you can't move forward with them.
I think that, you know, no man is an island, innit? And until we realize that we're lost, innit? Just like,
Hmm
you know, people can choose not to believe in anything, but that don't make it not true. So
Yeah.
it's like they say, we're going to inherit the kingdom of the Most High. But if you don't live by the rules and the regulations and, atone to certain things or try your best at least, there's no chance for you to inherit that kingdom.
Yes.
You got to give yourself the best chance
I fully agree.
possible.
Fully
Like, what's the
agree.
point of missing out on
Yeah.
something like so great? And then, at the end of the day, you could say, well, how do I know that's ever going to happen? There's no way of proving that. All right, cool. Well, then just do what you're doing. Then
Yeah.
when the day comes, ain't gonna be.
Yeah.
I think that's how we have to deal with people nowadays. Man. There's no other way because people
Yep.
get too confused. They got so many questions.
Yeah.
All they're gonna do is confuse themselves with questions that it
Yeah.
don't matter what answer I give you. If you don't believe, you just don't believe. If you ain't got no faith, you just ain't got no faith. If you can't trust, you just can't trust. Maybe it's because you're not trustworthy.
Yeah.
You don't trust no one or nothing.
That's a good point.
You know
You
that.
got that from a conversation with a woman, and don't lie to me. That's a conversation you had with a woman. Exactly about that trust. Tell me I'm lying. Like, that sounds like a female
What?
conversation kind of. Yeah, because I've had them
I
conversations
hear you, but you see the trust
where
thing, yeah.
it's
Like
like,
trust is not a given.
yeah,
Like it's difficult to trust
okay,
them. Trust me to do this or trust me to do that.
yeah,
And my answer will
yeah.
always
No,
remain
but
the same.
let's
I
say
can't
what it
trust.
is.
My
Let's
trust
say what
is
it
not
is.
gonna.
Let's say what it is. Wifey,
Oh,
yeah. I'm saying wifey bending over and someone just banging the shit out of that. That's what we're talking about.
yeah, but it's not about
Yeah,
whether
that's a
I can
point.
trust wifey not to do the wrong thing. It's about whether she can
Yeah,
trust herself.
exactly.
And if she can't trust herself, I don't need to trust her.
Yes.
Like that.
I
If
and
she can
I.
trust herself, if you can trust
Yes.
yourself to do the right thing, get the job done. Like,
Yes.
why is it my business now? It's not my business. You got to trust yourself. I don't need
Yes.
to deal with trust like that.
Una
All I need to
just.
do is
Yeah.
accepting who people are or what their limitations are. I just
Yeah.
have to accept. So I don't need to trust. Once I've accepted you for you, I don't need to trust you because you're supposed to be
Yeah.
able to trust yourself.
Hey,
If I
Shipper,
see
you
you
know
say
what
to
you
me,
got to do?
you're going to meet me at,
Yeah.
well,
You got to
God,
help me get my Yardi accent on point. You got to help me get it on point. You know, teach me. I listen to a
his
lot of
yard accent on point.
Yardi speak. Yeah, I listen to a lot of them speak, but you got to show me exactly how to get it at that level. You know, eh.
I hear you,
You
sir.
know, like,
It sounds like you need a trip
yeah.
to Jamaica.
Yeah, it's like I said to you, I've been
Yeah, there.
Barbados
Yeah, it's a
before,
fly
but
out there now. I'm gonna say
yeah,
it on specs and
we could fly
yeah.
out.
Now you need to go to Jamaica.
Yes,
'Cause Jamaica's different, fam. Jamaica ain't like that. No. Is
yeah,
it? You see our Caribbean islands, yeah,
no.
they're very
But listen
individual,
to this.
like
Yes,
that. They're all on different things.
yes, I know, but listen, I gotta tell
You
you
see
the
it?
ultimate
No one
truth.
ain't
From
no
my
one.
little bit of
There's
research,
similarities.
no, from yeah, the similarities. So my little bit of research, you lot are like wilding out in the streets. I was watching that cooking program and he was talking to a guy in a calf. The guy in the calf went up to him and goes, "Oh, did you see that guy that got knocked out?" And holding his fist up. The guy that obviously he was trying to approach in the calf, he was like, "No, no, no, I'm not on that vibe. I'm not on that vibe," because he's filming. He doesn't want that to be shown on camera. But I clocked it. I caught what the Jamaican man was saying. You
Uh,
understand? He was talking about someone getting banged in their face.
Certain
So, and he said, "I'm not on
parts
that
in it,
vibe. We don't want that vibe for this,
depending where you are,
channel."
like,
Kind of thing. No, bro,
yeah,
there's more. It wasn't
that, that's
certain
gonna happen, man.
parts.
Depending where you are.
No, listen, Russ from obviously that Russ kitchen. The man is there, and there's like a little youth. The youth's like 8 years old or something like that, and he's saying, "You idiot, you fucking idiot, boy, you idiot." Russ Kitchen, big YouTube channel, just gunning people on camera, like moving horrific. the fuck up, them Gordon, where there, and and all of this. I was thinking, what? What's this guy doing? You know. And then plus I see a bit of violence. I can tell you now there weren't violence like that in Barbados. There was not in front of me. Like I was in the hood playing dominoes with them. I was eating every day at like a workers' cafe. Like I had people saying to me, you know something, you're the only foreigner that's ever been where you are right now. Because I was chilling like, in their little area. Imagine this. How can I be in Barbados? Yeah, there's a plot of grass. There's like square pro, like it's not far. Put it that way. We was getting some food. My girl stays behind. By the time she stays behind, you best believe there's a man talking to her. After leaving that place, she tells me the story that certain people, as soon as I walked away, he should try to wheel it. He just moved it straight like that. Yeah.
And my
And
phone
I'm
rang.
saying, what? This is what's going on.
Yeah. God.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see,
So
the
I
thing
don't know
is
if you
though,
caught
because
that story or yeah.
I caught half of it, but I think no matter what anyone
Yeah.
says to me, my answer will remain the same. You know, if I gave my son
Mm,
£100, I said, son, hold on to this £100. Yeah, put it down. Yeah, don't do nothing with it. Nah, I know my son in it.
okay.
I know his mindset. I know where he's coming from. I know his limitations to some extent. So, I've got my
Yeah.
expectations whether I'm getting my £100 back. You understand? Now, if
Yeah.
my son lets me down, I still can't even blame him.
Yes.
It's my fault for giving it to you, giving you that trust in the first place. Because at the end of the day, I have to know that you can trust yourself with that money. Yeah.
That's a
And once I
very
know
good
that you
point.
can trust yourself with that money, so I can go to
Yeah.
you and say, Ram, you know what? I got £100. I need to put it down somewhere. Yeah.
Yes.
And I know say, you've got £1,000 in your bank account. You're not worried about my £100 because you can trust yourself with £100. Not a
No.
tinker. You feel
Yes.
me? And I think like
Of
that's the kind
course.
of approach I take in life when it comes to things like trust. I monitor things, I monitor people, I monitor their
Yeah.
behaviors, the things they do, you know. Like,
Yeah.
like you get people who leave the
Okay.
lights on
Can
around the
we
house
can
and they
we get
always leave lights on.
yeah. Yeah.
You know that person really and
Yes. And then
truthfully
they
need
turn
to
them off.
manage they ain't managing their bills
Yes.
properly because your bill should be lower because you just leave light on every
No.
minute. You got things plugged in that ain't supposed to be plugged in. It's just
No.
burning electric.
Hey, I'll be honest with you though, LED lights don't pull anything. As long as you got LED lights, you're alright. You can leave them on like,
Mhm.
if you got yeah. It can't be halogen, it's gotta be lead. Halogen will burn a hole in your pocket,
Trust
you
me.
know. But LED's alright. Yeah,
Mhm.
bro. It's like that's what I'm saying. It's like for me, I need to obviously um get my talking up when it comes to the yardie speaking, you know. I need to brush up on that. You know what I mean? Make sure that it's like I tell you the reason because obviously I heard a story from my mother-in-law that like when she was there, when she went back home to her old town, and then the taxi driver somehow got spooked and said, "Oh, come out the taxi." And then the man obviously ran out the taxi. He straight away put a knife to the lady and said, "Oh, like give me your chain that you got." So she got robbed. Um, and after she got robbed, she see her old school friend that was like, "Oh, do you recognize me? Do you recognize me?" Old school friend, and he was a crackhead on the street. And this is the kind of thing that I'm hearing. Like you got put it this way, it's not like you can be calm mode in Jamaica. You got to be switched on. Let's you know let's understand that. You got to be okay. We got a big up there with our one viewer. Yes, Seven Deadly. Yes, you know what it is, Seven Deadly. I'll be honest with you. Everything's blessed with you, kind of thing. Um, feel free to jump on and obviously like come chat to us, man.
Hey,
What's better than
360 was
speaking?
in the side
Like
chat as well, you know.
you can't.
I don't know if he had the fucking.
Huh?
Yeah, he was in the 360 was in the private chat still. He must have tried to join.
Okay, I didn't notice any of that.
Mm. Give me
I
two
got no
seconds. I'm gonna join
messages.
back on the computer. I want to go to yard quickly.
All right, all right, cool. But yeah, as to anyone, if anyone's about, you know, jump on, come do your thing, man. Um, it'd be good. It actually be good to speak to you about, you know, few bits and see where your head's at. See where your head's at business wise. Obviously that movement. Um, yeah, man. You know, you might have some good ideas. Um, you might have some bad ideas. Basically, from what I've seen, your thing is pretty much finding someone, latching on at them, and then going at that person. That's a little bit, what can I say? It's a bit mad because like you're just going at this person, and I don't think you're really angry. I think you're smarter than that. You're not really angry like you are. I'm angry at the person. I know you're just doing it for like YouTube kind of thing. I understand all that. But you know, to a certain extent, that's what I've seen from you. You're just constantly going for someone, and I don't know why there is that obsession to just, you know, go, um, go for someone. So that's what I'd say about you, my man. If you can explain why you go so hard at people. When I first met you, it was Tommy, whatever you was doing. Now it's looking like you're trying to put that Tommy behavior on your other victim. And basically, from where I'm standing, from where the people obviously around me are standing, for us, we wish that gentleman the best of luck. Like, it's not that deep. It's really not that deep. Like, we still see them people as broski. Um, yeah, I don't know what more to tell you. So that's all. That's what kind of got me. You're always going at someone, kind of thing, but you're doing it in like a manic way, where it's just constant, 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 constant about this person. You know, yeah, that's the only downside I'd say to what I've seen. Um, and obviously, you and Ari's been on here. You know, she jumps on all panels, gets around on all panels. Some people are like that. They they just enjoy panel hopping. Um, and to anyone that like just listens to shows, I would say to you start going on panels. There's nothing better than obviously going on panels. It's a lot more different than the chat. It's a lot more exciting. It's a lot more real. You hear people's, their emotion. Um, you can get the tone in their voice, and it's just different. It's just a bit different. Yeah. Um, but yeah, man. If someone did try to jump on there and I missed it, that's my apologies there. Um, I literally could not. Uh, yeah, I didn't see anything. If I did, I would have let you in, but nothing came up. So we got to get the real producer to obviously like manage his show. Um, because yeah, I'm not really trying to be that good at it. I'll leave the host to be the host, and I'll leave the panelists to be the panelists. I think that makes more sense. I'm not interested either in trying to learn any kind of, I've been there, done that. I hit YouTube from way back in the day. You know, this is not my first time on YouTube whatsoever. Back in the day, it used to be videos, getting a lot of views and whatnot. So when people say to me, "Oh, I created this, I created that," I'm just looking at that kind of behavior, saying to myself, "What did you really create?" So I don't know. That kind of them kind of movements, I'm not really feeling. Not feeling them one bit. People trying to claim everything. That's yeah, man. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We got man like Arsenal. Um, you know, but is that the real Arsenal that's always about, or what kind of Arsenal is that? Because obviously, I am an Arsenal supporter, so um, yeah, man. Like if it's Arsenal, then it's all good, but we need to know it's the proper Arsenal, not some not some fake ass Arsenal. Yeah, man. There you go. That got banged in your face, Mr. Arsenal. Yeah, I got banged in your face. Let's see what you're on, Mr. Arsenal, because obviously we're Gunners. Like we're Gunners all the way. You understand? Like, you know, I just think a lot of people like be more than just like a little comment, you know. But yeah, big you up anyway, you know. People like homosexuality. Yeah, that's the title of the show. He's obviously got that right. That's the title of the show. Uh, big up Empress there, you know. Big you up always. How long have I actually known her now? How long have I known her? I think we're talking on streams. Maybe could it be 2019, something like that? It's a long time, right? It's a long time. Um, so yeah, man. Big up everyone on YouTube. What you know? What more can I say? There's a lot of us out here, all addicts. You know, just doing up YouTube and panelists, especially. I think they're a lot more proper, because obviously, like panelists, they are speaking. So it's like when you're speaking to someone, I haven't just heard this lady type. Like I've spoke to her on many occasions, so you know, I know her jokes, I know her ways from obviously just speaking with her or listening to her speaking. So yeah, big you up. And if you ever are doing your show, just make sure somehow you can let us know, and we'll be there, kind of thing. You always play banging music. You put me on colors. Now, obviously, Frisco
Yeah,
colors.
big up
Like,
Empress Dakina, man. Big up
definitely got
yourself.
that music from you. Yeah. So she's always got the tunes. Like there'll be some music that she'll play you won't know about, but trust me, that's the kind of music I know about. Um, Putting them bangers in the mix. Yeah, of course it's a tune. Of course. Yeah. It's just like the beginning few lines. What does he say? I'm sitting in my hotel room. Yeah, this mushroom got me seeing so many colors. It's the first line of that tune, you know? Tell me I'm wrong. So of course it's a banging tune. It's got a couple artists on there as well. The beat is mad, you know. Yeah, man. Credit where credit's due. They're the kind of people, don't you think though, to a certain extent, Shifa, like they're the kind of people that should be a lot further than where they are. Like they've been putting in the work from day dot,
I don't know,
you
man.
know.
You just get what you get where you
They've got
get
the
where you get
talent,
in life,
making their
man.
own beats.
You get what you get
Huh?
because you get what you get, man. The industry does what it wants because it don't matter how talented you are.
Choose you up, innit?
That's what it's there for.
Like don't give you no chance.
Oh man,
So what would you say then? You gotta release your own music.
you just do what you can do, bro.
Is
Like
that what
that's
you
what
would say?
everyone's got to do, man. Just do what you can. If you try something, it's not you're not successful. You
Yeah.
can try again, innit? That's how I look at life, man. I don't take it too personally
Mm.
like that, man. Because one man's success is another man's failure. You see it?
Okay. Yes. 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 Yeah.
And one man's
That's
failure
that's
is
a
another
fucked up
man's
way to think,
success.
but yeah, it's
Real
fucked,
talk.
but it's true. It's true. So you're saying like if you got to put a bullet in a man's head, then obviously that's that. He's a duppy now. Like let's not
It
think
is
about
what it
that
is.
anymore. Uh, if you gotta like move, yeah, yeah, yeah. We're just forward. It's like, yeah, of course, yeah, that's how it is. So, but look, just to finish off the other conversation, are you not saying to me that Jamaica is a bit more rough? All I'm saying is that I know I gotta be on guard. Obviously, like going Africa, it's the same shit. I've got to be on guard, like super on guard. Like people putting up road stops. Like I'm prepared at any road stop to put my car through his face and carry on going. Do you understand? And carry on with my journey. I'm not stopping for no road stop. You get what I'm saying? I'm not doing in Jamaica either. So, um, like shit needs to be sorted out. Um, yeah, man. Like I don't want to be slipping over there tourist style, and then obviously, a madness happens. No, that's not. It's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking to go there, come back, have a good time. But I know myself, I'm gonna explore. I'm not just gonna stay at some little resort and stay there. No, I'm gonna get a car. I'm gonna drive all over. I'm gonna drive into every ends and like look everywhere. You know, that's the kind of vibe um, I'd be on if I'm on a little island. You know,
Wagwan 360 as
and
well,
and
man. I
and,
saw
and,
you
and
just
that's when you're
jumped in.
gonna get robbed.
What? What?
Yeah,
yeah, that's why I lick a
yeah.
car.
That's how I
That's why that
landed.
car's gonna
That's
rob
how I
man's
landed the chat.
face.
That's how you're gonna
Yeah,
get robbed. My man just turned around and said, "Yeah, I'm gonna go get car and drive everywhere." Oh what? So it's a bedtime
yeah,
story,
that's what I do.
bro. You can't go yard
Yeah,
and say, "Yeah, I'm gonna drive everywhere." Brother, they know who you are. You know,
well,
you
that's
could
what
get
I'm doing.
robbed.
That's what I'm doing.
What's your
Yeah, that's
where
what
you
I'm
from?
doing. That's how
Where's your
no more.
background? Where's your background?
What do you mean background?
Yo, background, man.
Yeah.
Where you from, in, man? Where's your family from?
What do you mean background?
Yeah, yard. Where you yard? Caribbean. Where you say
Oh, okay.
what?
You mean like that?
Africa. What's your
Say no
background?
more. I get your question. Man, it's African out here.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
But
this is an
you see, that's
African
what I'm
man.
saying.
Yeah, don't get it
Yeah,
twisted.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I kind of gathered that. When you say you're gonna stop it, you're not stopping at
Basically, I'm
any
not trying to like
lights
diss Jamaica.
in Nigeria or something like
Listen,
this. It's like, yeah. That's you couldn't.
I know it's fucked there.
But
I'm
you
not
couldn't
saying it's
though.
not fucked there.
But I
I
had to
fully know
say,
that.
just gonna put
Yeah,
in
I
there
can't. Of
justice
course I
for
can't.
Boris. One time, big up.
Yeah.
Anyway, like, go on, bro. I just do some random shit there. I thought it was necessary. Go on. I'm trying to do. You
What
can't.
you?
No, listen.
Yeah.
Let's be serious, yeah. Love to Africa and all that, but they can never ever diss Jam World any day. No way, no way.
Okay, so that's your thing, yeah. That's your
Hands
thing,
down.
basically.
Simple.
That's what you're repping.
100. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how my
Okay,
thing.
say no more. I love that. Now we
Yeah.
know where we stand. We know where we stand now.
I
I
feel we
want
think
to
You know what
that.
I'm
I
my
saying?
said I
Like it
feel we
was
think
never like
that.
like yeah.
I she from like, don't make me turn into a troubleshooter, you know. Hey. That's how my thing. Jam World. You know what I mean? Yeah. And you lot get
Wait,
ab up for the
that
last
mad.
4, 5,
Yeah.
6 decades, yeah. Now you lot got Afro beats and that. You lot try and big up your chest and that. Look, from the little island, we're so
I
influential.
know.
No one from
I
Africa could
know.
ever say one thing about Jam World. Run where?
Yeah.
That's it. Silent.
Obviously, I would say you lot.
Awkward moment.
No,
No,
you
no.
lot are mixed with Aborigines. Like you lot are mixed with Aborigines. That like
See, that didn't even make no
definitely
sense.
like
You
because
come bring
yeah.
Australia into the conversation. That's weird.
No, not
Who tell
Australians.
you
Not
that?
Australians. I'm talking about from your land, from the
You
island.
said you said
Yeah,
Aborigines or something like this, brother.
yeah. That's like a name for them.
That's
That type of people,
no.
that original
That's from
indigenous people to the
no,
land.
no, 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 my man. That's
Yeah, it
Australia,
is.
right? Go look it up.
It's not just Australia.
It
I'm
is, you
shocked that
know.
you would even think that. It's not just
You're you're
Australia.
you're you're
It's
you're
not.
you're
It's
referring
not.
to you're referring
You're
to
making a
Arawak.
mistake. It's not
You have
just
to do your
Australia, bro.
homework. Arawak.
No, no, no.
Okay.
I'm referring to a type of people by the
Do,
way they live, the
do
indigenous
you
people, the
do
people
you
that
know
were there
what
first.
Caribbean? Well, do you know what Caribbean means?
No, but I don't think the original people called it that. I don't think that was their name for it.
Yeah. Do you know what Caribbean means?
No, tell
Do you know
me.
what it stands for? It means it means carried away from the motherland. Yeah, the Arawaks. Yeah, the Arawaks
Okay.
as well. Yeah, they're from yeah. Cause, cause Africa was the Africa's a white man name, straight up Russian, up and down. You don't even claim the name. We don't call it. We don't even really call it Jamaica to be honest. Anyway, you have to do
Are
your
you
homework
kind
and
of
check it.
like aware was what we're actually saying when it comes to
No, I
Jamaica?
just come
Let's be
into the
clear. I'm not
conversation.
visiting Jamaica.
I ain't gonna lie. I just
Let's
came
be
into the
clear. I'm just
conversation,
trying
bro.
to like, obviously, I
Like
love the
acting like I
place.
knew what you lot were talking
Yeah,
about.
I'm not dissing the place. This, yeah, but obviously that ain't what it is. Like
Okay.
if that's the kind of end of the stick, like there's love
Oh,
there.
all right, all right,
If
all
I'm
right,
telling
all
you a
right.
story and I'm saying my mother-in-law, that means family are
Yeah,
obviously
yeah,
like
yeah,
from
yeah.
there. Like it's love from there. Yeah. So it's not like that. I understand if you
Okay.
wanna like if you're thinking, okay, this is I'm gonna diss Africa or whatnot. I don't know what you're saying
Okay, okay.
because
Yeah. No, because she
like
Shifra just
I
landed
don't know
me
what you're
into the
saying.
combo,
Yeah.
and I didn't really know too
Yeah.
well go on, and I was thinking, oh, I beg, come on, just pull on the brakes real quick.
Yeah, so
I'm in the place.
I'm not dissing your thing, but if
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
dissing my
No,
thing, then
I'm not
that's a
gonna
I
diss
don't know,
Africa at
like
all.
at
I just
least
said they.
have grounds for
I,
doing it.
I, I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna diss Africa at all.
yeah, but
That's the
for me,
motherland. But
I
they
hear
ain't
you.
got nothing on Jamaica
I
though.
hear you.
That's just hands down. Like, that's not even sending. It's just
I'm happy
fact.
that you're repping your thing. I'm happy
Yeah.
you're repping
It's
your
that.
thing. You should be doing that fully. Why would you be some
Yeah.
traitor? You're obviously,
Yeah.
yes, you're 100%. You're
Yeah.
good people if
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
repping your
Yeah.
thing. No one's
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
questioning
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just saying, just know that my thing, there's nothing but appreciation for that place.
Oh, that's
That's
love.
what I'm
That's
saying.
lit.
Um,
That's how it's
and but
supposed to
the
be.
only thing I'm saying is the only thing I'm saying is like when I slide through, it'll be the same as Africa. Maybe I should say that then. I'm gonna be cautious because I know it's not all peaches and cream over there in both
Yeah.
places. That's all I'm saying for the holiday. I'm just preparing
Yeah.
for it. Like I said to
Yeah.
you,
That's
been other places. We're not new to this. Africa, been other places as well. But let's just find out what's going on. Even been Paris, been like bad boy European places as well. It's like so. Um,
great.
yeah, man. You just gotta be on point. There's people who move very fast, and they obviously they try you, and you just gotta know what's what. Don't be no asshole. You know,
Right. So you see what
some
happened is
people
now.
come across as good.
Shooper just landed me into the convo. No one gave you a heads up on what's what. Here's the thing. What is the topic?
Yeah,
Yeah. What's the topic?
bro.
What's the
It can be whatever you want it to be, bro. Like what have you got on your mind?
yeah, Gears of War.
You know, salute good people. Okay, big you up, man. Yeah, what you got on your
Gears,
mind?
Gears,
Let me read
Gears,
something on Rude.
Gears of
What
War.
he was saying and stuff.
Gears of War. Gears of War. Are you talking about the computer game,
Yeah.
by the way? I'm just talking about like the level, the steps, the
Yes.
you know, the strategies of war or what's happening
Yeah.
globally. Let's just
Hmm.
let's just I changed my mind on it, right? Let's keep it Western, yeah?
I think I know where you're
Like
going with this.
the Gears of War, yeah? Like how they're putting it out there, black people getting killed, black people getting moved up by police, by white people getting
It's a mad thing.
murdered and
That is a
or
mad thing.
attacked and attacked and trying to like rise, like trying
But
to make
brother,
you
don't that just burn your skin? Don't it hurt
well,
you
yeah,
to hear that?
that's
I know I don't.
I mean
There's a
I'm
badness. There's a badness to ignore it. I think anyone who tries to just ignore it and turn a blind eye, you have to take responsibility because you might just be as bad as people that are doing it. I hear that, but is there not an
I'm
immense sadness in that? You know,
of course.
Like
that's why I approached
that
it
kills
with
me every time I hear it.
Gears of War because it's strategies. Like basically,
Oh
they want
shit!
you to
Yes, 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 yes,
they they
yes,
they,
yes,
they
yes. You
want
did approach it with Gears of War, definitely. Yeah,
yeah, because they want you to
yeah,
rise
yeah.
up and be like, all right, nah, fuck it, we had enough. Do you know what I mean?
mm,
Like
yes,
that's what's happened.
yes,
You know, okay, this kid gets murdered, and the kid, oh, they're underage, so they
yes,
only get 6 years and this and that. Like,
yes,
you understand? Or you know, this one just get lit down, this one's happening, this one, and it's okay, it's okay, it's okay.
yeah,
We know it's not okay. There's
yeah,
gonna be a point where, all right,
yes,
cool. We've been asking, we've been shouting, we've been hollering. Now it's like, all right, we've got to take action. Once you do that now,
yeah. We're at your
that's when
door.
all
We're
hell
at
breaks
your
loose.
door. And you know what?
Yeah,
Yeah, we're so at your door that we're even considering cannibalism if that comes down to it. Like you're gonna pay for your debts. You understand? Like obviously the so-called other class will eventually go to that other class. That will happen at some
yeah,
stage. You know.
yeah.
Um like yeah.
I
Like we're
believe
gonna look
that.
for the hills. Yeah.
Well, I mean, what do you think of that though? Like in regards to, you know, like the way the government, the media, how they shut things down, like they keep it on a quiet for. They don't speak on that as much as they speak about,
Yeah.
you know, like
Madness.
foolishness, like these new variants that they have and all this
Yeah.
foolfulness, like it's COVID. Who's taking that space now? What is it?
Yeah.
Monkeypox or box or whatever they want to
Bro.
call it now. I'm not too 100% sure what it
Yeah.
is, but it's just foolishness in my opinion. They
Yes.
they rather shine like on that or that, like
Yes.
the fact that Liverpool were on the top of the league for so long and now they're like, yeah, you know what I mean? Drop in. That was just random. But this is the shit that they putting
Yeah.
out there. You know what I mean? Not things that's
Of course.
really impacting the communities around the UK
Yes.
and so on
Yes.
and globally. You know what I mean?
No.
Well,
They pick and choose
what do you
people.
what do you think of that?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
they
I
pick
mean,
and
what
choose
do you
what
think of that?
communities they want to support. That's obviously what they do. They pick and choose, you know, the unis that they want to support.
Why do
The
you think that
communities,
is?
shall I say? The communities, just to be clear. Um, I think it's just a straight disrespect, a straight racism, and there's no, explaining for that kind of behavior. It's despicable behavior. So, um, yeah,
So
that's what I
do
think.
you reckon we got like a racist
Straight
government
racism.
then, or
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Um, yeah. Well, I would say when it comes to like
I mean when
government,
I
a lot of the time they
mm,
don't care about like they don't care about the fact that what color you are. They just care about the maximum profits, and you could be their own color, and they'll still use you for maximum profits. You know. But on a lower level, yeah, definitely, it's straight racism kind of thing. It's
I
like
mean
what more
looking
can you say?
well, it's like it's almost like they want us to do something about it. They're taking
Yeah,
necessary steps and
yeah. But
like all right,
remember,
this
many
is
people
this
have.
stage
Remember that
one, stage
Muslim
two,
brother.
3, 4.
Yeah, what's it? That
Nah,
Muslim brother decapitating soldiers and in that their barracks. He was
nah, what's that? I don't
decapitating people, saying, "Yeah, this is in the." Listen, this guy, he was like cutting people's heads off. Yeah, like
what?
I don't know if he's in Belmarsh or where he is, or Long Lartin or one of them prisons now. Yeah, cutting people's heads off, like soldiers' heads off. Muslim guy. Um,
Oh,
yeah,
you talking about a
like
decade
multiple
ago, like
people.
almost a decade.
Yes, yes,
You talking about the one in
some
Woolwich,
shit like that. Yes, yes,
the one in Woolwich, back in 2014 or something like this, or
yes.
15.
I am exactly. I am. You're
Okay.
perfectly right. Yes, I am actually. And that guy originally, his upbringing was Jehovah's Witness before he done that madness. He was originally Jehovah's Witness, and then that Jehovah's Witness drove him to the point where he almost went crazy, and he sent him crazy direction to a whole nother religion, and he just, that's where it took his head. So um okay, what is he saying? Broadmoor Hospital. He's in Broadmoor. Okay, so he's been put in the insane, for the insane people. Broadmoor. Um, yep. That's a hospital. So obviously that's not a full blown prison. Like, I've heard that if you mess around in Broadmoor, they'll just knock you out for the
Mm.
injection. You won't be the same for like 3, 4 days. Bang, get down, big man. We
I
ain't
don't
got none
think
of that in here.
I
This
don't
is
think
a
you'll be
hospital.
I don't think you'll be the same ever again. To be
Nah,
fair,
nah, I
I
don't think
don't.
you will. Obviously,
Anyone,
you've heard,
anyone,
yeah, you've
anyone,
heard that story
even
with
on the
that guy.
streets, you could be on the streets, yeah. And if they feel like, right, we're gonna have to inject this one because they're crazy, like you're not ever the same. Like,
Yeah,
sick. Like they want you
no,
to
you're
go
not.
crazy.
You're not.
They want you to
You're not.
wild out. So it's kind of a sticky
That's
one,
the
right?
one thing everyone's scared of. Yeah,
Uh, I mean,
yeah, getting that injection in your ass is not good. I've seen a couple mad people that got that shit. They were trying to like bug out and moving away, and obviously they just injected them. Now there's nothing left of them. You
yeah,
know, just moving mad, going to the local mental homes.
yeah.
So
They're
there's a
never
few
the
of them that you
never
get
the
to,
never the
and
same. Never
usually
the
a
same.
lot of them,
Yeah,
no, a lot of them, they'll be like big guys. That's usually who they'll get. Like they won't get like small guys. Usually it'll be like some monstrous guys that would have knocked out all 5 people, and they're the kind of people that just boom got the injection. You know, I know a few beasts that were like beasts back in the day, and then boom, they just lost it somehow. And 2 of them were injected. So, and that's just
they're
because
never
their
the same.
behavior was so bad. On road, they was on every kind of move. They were doing moves from time they woke up to time they went bed. Yeah, and everything in between. You understand? In between the moves were shot in. It's like the whole lifestyle was just crazy. Like going in people's houses during the day, like burglaries,
Mm.
and do you understand? So it's like, yeah, when you live that kind of lifestyle, it's just, it's a madness.
Like
Um,
some, but the thing is,
but yeah,
even
like I don't.
you're homing on to that kind of like that kind of behavior. Yeah, that's cool. Like that kind of lifestyle and everything.
Yeah,
Yeah, blessed. But here's the thing: you could just be any Joe Blog, right? And as human beings, you're gonna lose it. These these police don't know you from Adam, and they're just gonna say, right, you know what? We're gonna have to detain
okay.
this one. And they're gonna have to eject this one.
Yes.
Like this is what we're gonna have to section them. This is what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It
Yep.
it goes to anybody. So it's almost like they
Yeah.
want you to wild out. So with everything that's going on, like I was reading an article today about,
Yeah.
someone can correct me on the info. Yeah, but this is how I've taken it.
Yeah.
That there was a kid, he was 14, he got murdered by a group. Now
Yeah.
I pause because someone probably said, yeah, but what that person done? That's not what the issue is right here.
Yeah.
It's one v many. Yeah, and there was adults involved. They apparently there was adults involved. Now remember his second reference, and it's you can't believe everything you read.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. It was very the way the article, you can go on BBC, yeah, and check it out. I'm no liar, right?
Yeah.
Um, it was kind of explained like a proper like Stephen Lawrence type of situation. Uh, even
I
beyond that.
sodomite
So
book
I
them.
think they said something about lynching. It was like that type of style, and because the person, one of them, 4 of them got let off, and the other one who murdered was like basically because he was underage. If he was an adult, he would have been treated like a murder. But here's the thing: everything got thrown out the window, from joint enterprise, from everything. Everything got thrown out the window. You understand? And
Mm.
it's like I wanted
Joint
to know
enterprise is
anyway.
sticky still.
Well, here's the thing: they're quick to throw that to anybody that witnessed something and didn't say
Mm.
something. They don't care if that person was scared, they were frightened
Yeah,
for their life. No, you're going to jail. That's happened countless times.
yeah,
Do you know what I mean? Because they were
yeah.
there, but these ones
Of
were
course.
participating, but because they weren't the one if you striked or something like this. Again, second reference, and my information is vague. Someone probably know way more than I do. However, you just pick up
Hey,
off that
bro, what's your
of a source. Uh-huh.
yeah? I was gonna ask, what's your views, yeah, on? I'm not even gonna like. You're not gonna know the characters, but just know the characters were close. Certain man done a napping now, yeah, got caught. Like they were under oboe. They got caught in the maddest way. All the evidence you could imagine was there, yeah, and they get arrested on the scene. What's your
All
views
right.
on them man busting case? Because obviously horrific mistakes were made from police side. You understand? To the point where people were there, people had already put in a guilty plea. Do you understand? Because they weren't expecting that. And the few people that didn't put in an early guilty plea end up beating their case. Um, Obviously,
Yeah,
just
the
from pure
info you're
mistakes
giving
from
now
police,
is
they
quite
just made so many mistakes.
it's quite vague to even comment on that. Like from what it sounds, from what you're saying, that they made flaws from the police side and this and that, then yeah, they're thrown out the window, is it? Everyone knows that. Like with the nap thing, like that's 7 to 9 years minimum. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
but
minimum.
basically
That's minimum.
another part of it, they put the charge on. They didn't put false imprisonment. They put kidnap, and it didn't fit the kidnap criteria either. So the case was almost going to get bust at trial. You understand? Because now you're here for kidnap, and there's certain things with the door that shows that if the person really wanted to run out the place, they could have opened the lock by themselves and ran out. But the reason they didn't run out was because they were too scared. So you can't put kidnap because he technically didn't lock them away. There was a clear exit, and you was next to the room, next to the door. So if you was brave enough, you could have ran, but you never ran. Do you understand? But they had this person for 3 days, um, and they got caught armed, fed on in the place, and somehow certain people that because they put in a early guilty plea, they obviously rid their bird, um, and the other people that just waited a little bit to see what the charges were going to be, it was a whole next thing. Um, they obviously were told, okay, now the charge is kidnap, and the barristers are saying, we're going to fight this. This ain't kidnap, kind of thing. They just said it. No one said anything. Barristers just saying they're going to fight it, having private words with the judge, everything. And somehow that case is just bust. You know. Now it
Yeah.
could be there is a bit of a theory that there could be that some of the people on there were moving a lot of food as well, or they were with shotters and they could have been under observation, so they wanted them outside for observation. It could have been, but I don't know. Um,
Yeah, that one there is kind of
it's
vague, bro. Like I couldn't even comment on that one because the info on that is just like, oh, okay, what we going by? We don't even know the story too tough.
no, ask your questions. You're saying it's vague, but am I a mind reader? Can I read what information you want? Tell me what
Yeah,
information
like
you're looking for, like
exactly
on
what
that
took place to
story
lead up
or
to for it to be like classed as like, all right, this is a kidnap thing, yeah. Like,
they
you know,
grabbed a man from his house. They grabbed him from his house. Do you understand? They
yeah,
went to the guy's house, grabbed the guy. However, they grabbed the guy, horrific in the street. It weren't no pretty made up thing. After they grabbed the guy, they said to him, "We want your friend. Show us your friend." And they grabbed the friend as well. Yeah, the friend made a promise that he was gonna secure some money and come back, but he crossed on that promise and went straight to the feds. Do you understand? Um,
oh,
and that's where the whole complications came into it from the beginning. So let a man go, on a promise to get some dough, and it just goes mad. He weren't doing that. He weren't doing that. He was going straight to the police, and that's how the whole thing began.
yeah.
That's why they had observations of people leaving the house, everything, because they had it from the beginning.
I'm not gonna
So
lie. They most probably will bust it.
Yeah,
But that is just sounds stupid. The way they gone about it, like, okay, you could go get the body and come back. Like that's just imagine seeing that on a
yeah,
movie.
but people make
That's like
mistakes.
what?
Yeah,
Like, yeah, that's a big mistake. Like
yeah,
they kind of sound like kitty cats, like
yeah,
doing this thing. I'm not trying to incriminate
yeah,
myself. I'm
yeah.
just
But
saying, like, hey man, you're lacking
some of these
imagination
people are
now,
not haven't even had their 17th birthday. Some of these people haven't even had their 17th birthday. Some of these people have to go to the interview room with their mum. Let me put that out there as well. Like, don't put big standards on what these people are doing. You see what I'm saying? It's like this is proper puppy kind of stage in life, like puppy mistake. Maybe even it could have been like they felt sorry for us. They were like, oh, they're gonna get weighed off. Let's just give them a chance. Maybe boom, boom, boom. I don't know, but that's obviously how that went down. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? Not claiming it to be the most intelligent or anything, uh, anything
mm,
like that. Yeah,
yeah, I don't,
that's it.
I don't know about that one, man.
Yeah, if it was a win, we would have labeled it as a win. Of course, it ain't a win. It's a fucking tragedy. Like, what do you think the remand time was like? What you think there weren't remand time? Just because I'm saying there weren't no birth, there
Mm,
was like 18 months remand time just to
I
start that
know
shit off. You know what I'm
easily,
saying?
easily.
So
Uh,
yeah,
it just sounds wild. Like, go and get your friend. You want your friend. You like your friend.
yeah, it was wild.
It's like,
It was so wild.
like,
Yes, it was so wild. People are banging chicks in the same yard. You got a captive, like a captive, and you're still bringing chicks to the yard, linking chicks at the yard. You know, it was mad like that.
yeah,
Like
it
that's
doesn't
how
sound real.
unorganized, however you wanna put it. You
Yeah,
know,
that's exactly it. I mean, it just seems like really, like these guys.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
no.
I'd obviously
It
say,
sounds like a comedian film. It's like a
if that shit
comedy
don't
film,
sound
innit?
real to you, no, if that shit
No.
don't sound real to you, then I would obviously say that represents your lifestyle. I'm sorry, my friend, but you are obviously not cut off the same cloth. Like some people fucking grew like wolves, and if you didn't,
Um,
more power to
maybe
you.
I've
But
seen too
boy,
many. Maybe I've seen too many movies. You know, like maybe just like it's just comical, innit? It just sounds like a bunch of
yeah,
like
we're talking
so,
about living
like
life
people who's
though.
wilding out of character. I mean, from a young age,
Yeah, we're
you
talking
got
about
some
living
people that
life.
started from. They've been doing this thing from school, like you know what I mean. They've been they kidnap a person, bun them up without iron, and so many horrific things you read in the newspaper. I'm not saying I know anything about. I'm just saying, like
So why
in the
would you say?
newspapers,
Why
you
would you
see
say it's like
it.
a? Why would you say it's like an untrue story? It's like an untrue story, but I see it everywhere. How do you see the untrue story everywhere? It's either it's
But
an
we don't
untrue
know.
story or you see it everywhere. Like,
Mm-mm.
yeah,
It just sounds like they just they're mimicking something. They're trying to be something. They're trying to be something now. Like they want to be that. There's gears of it in it. There's levels to it. You think it first, you act upon it, and then it becomes you. Then that's your character, isn't it? But in the beginning, unless you've got someone that's
no, I don't think
like
it has to.
mentoring you through
I don't think it has to.
it.
No, you can
Yeah,
change
some
that.
people are probably
You
just
ain't got to
wicked,
have
and they
that as
probably
like.
know how to do it from early, innit? You know what I mean? They just it's
Brother,
in
I'm
there.
hearing
It's
some
in,
immense judgment on this whole thing. Like, what's up with being so harsh on the feedback? Like, what's going on? Like,
what's that? I
the
don't even know.
feedback is immense. Like, like the way you're breaking down the information, it's just like it was a tragedy. I'm saying, yeah, it's not perfect, bro, but like that's what we're saying, isn't it? Like,
Mm,
unfortunately, that's the line of events. Um,
mm.
not claiming anything about it, not feeling any kind of stripes off that. No chance. That's some idiot story I'm just telling you. Just you understand? Catch some jokes. There's nothing more to that. Come on. No, 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 no. That's
It's
embarrassment.
not really. You
You
know
know,
what it is,
that's
yeah?
confiding. That's confiding, but even tell her,
You know what it is. You know
yeah,
what it is. It's
I
like
know,
it's. You
yeah,
know what it is. It's like it's. I don't know. It's like you know. We got to look at a bigger picture in it. Like, how do we stop
yeah,
that? Like, because you mentioned the youngsters in it, and the thing is, it's like, okay,
yes,
these things happen. There's so many things happen. Yeah. these youngsters are
Yes.
exposed to so many things, innit? Yeah. So you gotta
Yeah.
understand that what I don't know how old you are, like roughly what age, what 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, where you at?
Yeah. I'm kind of, you know, I'm mid-30s.
Right, cool. So here's the thing, yeah. Back then, when you say you're 30s, yeah, so you're born in you're born in the what, the 90s, 80s, cool, around them times there, yeah. And it's like these new millenniums, yeah, they're not as naive as people would be 20 years ago. Do you get what I mean? Because they're so
Okay.
exposed to so many things.
You're trying to
So
say they're more clever. I don't think they were. I don't
no, I
think they
wouldn't
are.
say they're clever. I just say they're more exposed to it. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like you got youngsters who they can vote and foolishness like this, and you're thinking, what? That's crazy. Like, what do they know?
You
What
know
these
something?
16, 17 year
Do you
olds
know
know? They
what I
don't know
say?
nothing,
You know what I
right?
say to all of them and all of the people who kind of share them beliefs? I tell
Mm.
people, if you think theory, just because you've seen something on internet or just because you got the information some type of way, do you think theory like always works out in real life? It don't. It's going to be very unfortunate when you obviously see that, oh, because I thought it was going to go like this and now it's not going to go like that. That's a harsh pill to swallow. And this is why I'd rather try, like, they say boots on the ground. I'd rather try shit to try. Um, I'm not on trying to like say, oh, okay, it might run like this or it might run like that. No, just
Yeah, but this is what I'm
obviously
trying to
you
say.
go there
You see, it's
and do some shit.
indoctrinating. It's like
So I
it's when
guess
they
what
see
I'm
these
saying,
things. When
I guess what I'm
when
saying
they
is you
right. So
gotta
here's the thing,
in
yeah.
life, you gotta take some risks. You
Right.
know,
So here's the
if
thing.
you're
They're
just
obviously
there
starting from
and
a
like
young age,
you
bro.
ain't really looking to take
You
no
got to hear
risks,
you got to hear what you said. Yeah,
that
they're
that
youngsters,
ain't
innit?
good.
You get what I'm saying? That you're saying that they're youngsters, yeah, and you have to understand that you really got to understand
Yes.
when I say that they're not naive, yeah. Alright, cool. Theory is theory. That's cool.
Yeah.
You see, in their head, they
Yes.
know what's happening. Yeah, that in their head, they know what's happening
Okay.
already, and they're mixing that with what they see and exposed to,
Yes.
and then they put it in practice. So like, it's to them,
Yes.
it's not theory. They've got like a
Yeah.
tutorial online,
Yeah.
like free
Yeah.
tutorial on what's happening because no one cares. No one cares. People will do what they're doing and video it before, like they will video a scene before they pick up the phone and say, yeah, you know what,
Yeah.
there's someone just getting kicked the shit out of right now. Like, do you know what I mean? They will video the
Okay.
thing
Let
and
me.
be like, oh my days. And so
Yeah.
people will see it now, the youngsters see it and just mimic it. You get what I'm saying? So when you say it's theory,
Yeah.
it's got to start somewhere. But these youngsters are
Yeah.
starting even earlier because it's what they're exposed to, and they feel they know. Mix that. So that's what I mean by they're
Yeah.
not naive because they should be.
Yeah.
It should be all hearsay or movie, but they're
Yeah.
seeing things. So they've got like a, you know what I mean? So when you're telling that story about
Yeah.
what's happened, whether it's real life or not, you know what I mean? It's just like, you weren't really born to do it. It's like, how badly do you want to do it?
Oh, you're taking the piss.
No, I'm
You're
not taking
fully
the piss.
taking the
I'm just
piss.
taking it what it is. Like someone would listen, bro.
Yeah.
Like
It's
you
like
got killers out here, yeah. And end of the day, it's not hard. All you gotta do is buy a gun. You see what I'm saying? These kids are
yeah.
saying, yeah, you know what? We top that. I'll buy a knife.
I hear
Oh,
you.
you know what? I just beat him down. That's these the girls are
But
doing. They're all
that's
doing
not
it
what we're talking
crazy.
about.
No, but it is. You're not seeing
Yeah.
the
No, that's not what we're
the
talking
avenue
about.
I'm coming
You're
at though.
you're obviously like glamorizing it.
You're
You're
saying that
putting
I'm
that
perpetuating.
glamour to it.
That's a
No,
bit
this
weird.
ain't a glamour
For me
model.
to glamorize something, you have to be supporting it and condoning it. I never once said any time. I can speak for myself. I don't need you to speak for me. Yeah, like
Look, let
you
me
at
let
no
me
given
let me really
time.
be clear.
Hold on a
When we're
minute.
talking about
Hold
like
on a minute.
when we're
Hold on a minute.
talking about
I can.
being on
That's
road,
cool. No, no,
like
no, no, no,
making
no.
a living, it's
Pull
always
up.
a
What I'm saying
choice.
is, nah, I hear that, but pull up
Yeah.
for a second, yeah, because you come at me sideways around 5 times, and I'm just being like, cool, brush it off because I don't really
Yeah, of
take
course
things
I'm
on
gonna
board
come
like that.
sideways.
I'm
That
gonna
of
just
course I'm okay, good you
no,
noticed I came at you sideways. Good,
let me finish.
good,
Let me
good,
finish
good.
though.
Now yeah, we can get to the crux of it. Good, because I felt that as well. That's some idiot thing, like man are
No,
not
but
like seeing what's
you know what
going
it
on.
is though. I'm not gonna
Obviously
lie
I'm
though.
seeing what's going on.
I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie though. You see, you know when when people talk, yeah, usually one speaks and then the other one speaks. So now it's like speaking out, and I'm just
Yeah.
taking my time. Like I'm not gonna. You see, I think sensibly, bruv. I don't think emotionally. Yeah, I use my emotions to help me think. So all this chasing talk, I'm just saying it's cool that I'm taking it sideways. That's all right. But I'm just looking at it as like, end of the day, come at me sideways, and I'm saying to you like, basically, it's like in order to, if you're gonna put something forward, you gotta have your evidence. Yeah. So if someone's gonna
Yeah.
glamorize something, at some point, that
The
person has to say, yeah, I'm
glamorization
for
thing, I'm
that.
not putting that on you. That
You're
you
not
got
you're
the
not
wrong
letting me
end of the
finish.
stick. I didn't say that you're glamorizing it.
You know, no,
You got the
that's
wrong end
cool.
of the stick there. This is what I'm
You can
saying to you.
correct me after. You can
Yeah.
correct,
I'm
brother.
saying the thing
You
shouldn't
can
be
correct me
glamorized, but you didn't
afterwards.
glamorize it. Yeah.
You can correct me afterwards. I really have no problems with it. Do you know what I mean? For real, you can have the floor. It's all right.
Yes.
But I'm just saying, right? So end of the day, it's like
Fuck
basically
you, cuz.
at some
Yeah.
at some point, yeah,
Yeah.
that person's got to say, yeah, I'm for that. I
Yeah.
condone that behavior, X, Y, and Z. Yeah, it's all right.
Yes.
If I'm if I'm someone that's like
Yes.
bold to a situation, that's just how it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't expect someone to be emotional like the next person. You know what I mean? Like someone's
Yeah.
just
Next time
emotionally
around, you're
unbalanced.
starting the show.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
starting the show.
So here's the thing, yeah, they're
Yeah.
emotionally unbalanced and all this and that. Like the end of the day, some people are not phased to certain things now.
Yes.
We hear it's like watching a gangster movie. Yeah, you see the same thing, boring, same thing again and
Yeah.
again. So that's why if you listen, you
Yes.
go back to when I said, really and
And
truly,
I
when
can't
after
see
you mm, when you said to me like rah rah rah, you know, you're kind of
that.
like inciting the whole thing. I said to you, I didn't even
Yeah.
respond to you in any other way.
Yes.
But you know what the thing is? Where does it stop?
Yeah.
You have to have a solution.
Yeah.
You've got
Where
to be
does
an
it stop?
antidote. Do you get what I mean? Because end of the
Yeah.
day, what we're speaking on is it's nothing new. Do you know what I mean? So some people
No, it's real
I
talk.
may come
Yeah.
across that I'm accustomed to it or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
We've moved past that and look at the bigger picture in the grand
Yeah.
scheme of things. It's like, where does it stop? Because we
Mm,
could just rant about it, we could
I
talk
hear
about
you.
it all day, but what's all that talking without any
Yes.
solution? Who cares what I think
Look.
about it? It's,
Yeah.
it's this long. Like, where does it stop?
I guess you're right. No, I guess you're on that one. I give it to you. If you say something makes sense, it makes sense. I'll give you that one. If you want me to just leave as that and say I give you that one, I give you that one. You can
No,
have
I
it. It
don't
doesn't
mind.
need to have like
You can
a
disagree.
story behind it.
I'm not. I'm now. I'm
Without,
cutting you, yeah, and
yeah.
I'm wrong. Hypocrite. I get it, but what I'm saying is, I'm only
I
saying it from a
agree.
good place
Yeah.
that I'm here to listen to whatever you have to say,
Yeah.
and you don't have to agree with me. Everyone can gun
I
it
don't
down. I
care if you don't.
guarantee you, I won't catch
You're
no
allowed to.
feelings in anything. It's different if someone said, "Yeah, I'm gonna go get you," and this and that.
Good. Either will I. Either will I.
I'm not really used to
Either will I.
internet. I'm gonna be real with you. Like I'm old school. Like, I'm
Yeah.
hardware. Like as far as computer games go, like
No, man. You need to be
I'm that
used to it.
hard life. Like
Don't
I
do that.
don't know
No one's too
about
cool
this
for the
new.
no. No one's
Yeah,
too cool for the internet, man. Don't watch that.
I don't really feed into the group like the chats and people saying idiot things because it's like really
Listen,
like do you know what I mean?
bro.
You know what I mean? It's just we need
Yeah.
to find solutions in things. I'm done waiting.
Okay.
That's the sum of all of
Yes.
everything I'm saying. Like I'm done
Yes.
with it. But where do we and then what?
Yes.
Do you know, like I'll hear you
Love
lot
that
talking
energy.
about the
Yes.
big, and now it seems like I'm swaying off the convo. Yeah, I heard when I first tapped in, I heard you lot talking about
No, no,
something
no.
about the
Staying on
Muslims and the
point.
Big Bang, and I'm like, that's
On
dead.
site.
Yeah, I just looked at it
Yes.
like that's dead.
The
Like,
big
what's
bang
the
that.
point? Yeah, I kind of
Mm.
just went, I totally swayed and
Yes.
like derailed off the convo. My point, what I'm saying is this: we need solution. Like,
Yes.
and then what? Like, do you get what I'm saying? What now? Like,
Mm.
what relevance does it have? Where's the substance?
Okay.
What
I would
is
say.
going into?
Yeah. I would
Mm.
say solution. Yeah. I would say solution. Definitely. Are we talking about young people specifically, or is it just
It
in
could be
general
everyone.
males? Kind of like
Yeah,
what?
I think you're
Okay.
on point when you
Cool.
speak about everyone because yeah, like no segregation. Everyone.
Yeah. 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 It makes sense. So yeah, it will just be for know thyself, basically. You know, yeah, yeah. What more needs to
Okay.
be said? But yeah, to be honest with you, like, um, yeah,
How
big up
how
to
does
you, now. You saying
one get to
you
know
good there.
know themselves like this. That's why I said I said it before in the group
Yeah,
chat to you, like, yeah. Like I said it to you lot before in the group chat, yeah. Like the greatest lesson ever learned is yet to be taught.
yeah,
When we say know thyself, how? That's why this what this gang is, and it's like what?
yes,
Really want my? I say bun
yes.
everyone. Yeah, I mean everyone righteous, but no one righteous. Weird, weirdos.
Okay, what one all
I'm now living
religions?
in a weirdo
One all religions.
society. Weirdos, weirdos, bro. Weirdos.
I agree. Fully agree. Pure weirdos.
That's how I look at it. I'm not gunning at Muslims
Yeah,
or anybody or anybody. I'm gunning at everyone. You weirdo. I am I gonna turn around, be righteous, and talk about righteous, but yet
yeah.
you wanna just focus on laying in bed with the white man and make money. Allow it, man. Like, come on, man. When the people out there
Ah,
starving for real, come on. Yeah, they don't care about people. Man. There's no humanity in it. Like this is
yeah.
done
Is
for.
that what they did? That's a mad thing. Yeah,
It's done for.
boy. You
Society
you know what? I fully hear
is
you.
is
Yeah,
mm.
like they have to start
Society is
putting
messed up.
money in.
Yeah.
And obviously you gotta start. Yeah, it is messed up. Yeah, definitely is messed up. But I'm saying we were saying solutions. Like obviously solutions. I
Mm.
think would be giving the people we're trying to save, the people we're trying to keep safe and not clap down, trying to like making sure that they have a skill they can they can just forward, and that skill they take with them, and it can earn them money and is a business, and arm them with that, go into life like that, and obviously stay away from believing that all your money is going to be made behind a computer screen, because I don't think that's reality. I think reality is going to be real businesses, shit like that. Like yeah. So they're the kind of skills that I think the people them should be armed with. Um, I think that that's essential, because forget about, oh, you need to be
Mm.
working for this company and blah blah blah. You're doing this, breaking your back. No, it's got to be your business at the end of the day, where you're taking the money, where you're making the decisions. Or if you're working for someone, you could even work on like a more self-employed basis, or just telling them, look, I'm here, this is the job I do, these are the agreements, kind of thing. Don't sell yourself like short, is what I'm
Mm.
saying.
Mm.
Because I think that way you're never going to get anywhere. Now, what they've done, the
Yeah.
way they got like, uh, your pay, and then the cost around you, they got you in a type of way where your pockets ain't looking good. So you got to try work out a way where you can change your luck. Um, Obviously, it's a well-known fact. People made money during the worst of times. Some people became millionaires in bad times. If you look at bad times, you'll see like charity shops, like all these kind of shops, like internet caf, little internet cafes, whatever. They'll start doing well again when obviously like
Mm. Mm.
the money crisis start. It's been shown
Mm.
some businesses do well in like
Mm.
struggling times. So um, just try to find your little angle, whatever that might be. Um, and for me, it obviously like had to be
Mm.
a skill. So obviously like technician, um, where I can go anywhere. I can do anything with that. Even at the point where I can earn my own money. You understand? Like buy my own whips, fix them,
That's
do what
true.
I need to do. Like it's not a problem. Like
Yeah.
is at the stage where we're just getting ones where it's got like easy jobs. The jobs have already been ticked up in your head before the cars even arrived at your door. And then you just, you know, bang them out, and then whatever problem they thought they had with that car, why you got it for peanuts, is now solved.
Yeah.
I've done that many a times. I've started cars at the scene, and the
Mm.
person said, "I'm not selling it." I said, "What? You're not selling it?" I said, "What do you mean you're not selling it?" Kind of thing. And to be honest with you, at the time, it was such a minor for me that I just said, "Oh, this is how you do it. Enjoy it," sort of thing, and I went on to the next one, because there's so many like situations like that where people don't know what's wrong with their car. And to be honest with you, even some of the most skillful DIY people, you still won't be able to fix your car. Like it's only like people like me who will know exactly what your problem is. Like I do it all the time. There's been cars that have been at main dealers and obviously like come to me. They weren't fixed at the main dealer. Like we just turn that shit on. That's not that's not a problem. You know, like diagnostics, understood that the first, time they were doing fault codes, I was onto that. So from now it's just imprinted. The other day I remember there was my guy had a Volkswagen Transporter, like the little bus, like little mini bus. They're small. They're like a small van, but they got seats inside, and it had obviously DPF pressure sensor. And I found that for him
Okay.
within like 10 minutes. I told him what sensor it was, and when he found the sensor, he realized there was two wires at the back that weren't connected properly. So when he connected that, he fixed it straight away. And I asked him the day after, did the engine light come on? He said, no, it's all fine ever since. So you
Oh, what
understand
he
that
didn't
these
need to?
people have
He
had that
didn't need to.
problem.
What he didn't need to clear it then?
No.
I just cleared itself.
Well, I cleared it at the time because I cleared it at the time, and then when we made the fix, it was obviously fixed and it's been cleared before. So it
Right.
was
Got
cleared
ya.
before the
Yeah,
fix,
yeah,
and
yeah.
then it was fixed.
I got ya. I got ya.
It
I
was
just see
all
the
good.
thing. You never.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the screen here, and I see someone saying about the narrative regarding black people is always negative. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
the the,
That's
the
real
the
talk.
title alone is negative.
I said that though, didn't
Black
I?
people.
Yeah.
I'm not black.
Yeah. It is.
Whoever's telling me I never seen a black person in my life.
Yeah.
We've accepted this gang thing, white,
Yeah.
black,
Oh, you don't
yellow.
like the
Allow
title?
it.
Yes.
No, I don't like it, man. I don't.
Yeah, I
It's
hear
these
you.
little things, and someone will say,
But it's all
"Oh,
about
you too
have a certain
analytical.
amount of,
You
of
keep
characters to use.
holding a second
Yes.
though." It's like people would say, I've had that before, where someone said like, "Oh, you're too analytical. You look too deep into things." Like, Regin, if you can look at it for what it is, yeah,
Yeah.
it's telling you, gang, it's
People say that
segregation.
to me as well.
Black,
It's mad.
white, this, that, like olive, oh, lowy. Like we're melanated, we're you know what I mean? We've got pigmentation. No offense to anyone else. I'm just speaking for oneself. Just saying that, whether you got straight hair, long hair, woolly hair, nappy hair, whatever, man. Like it's just we're
Yeah.
you know, the tip is stereotypical, innit? Rasta man is always bunning weed.
Yeah.
Is it? And you don't know a Rasta man or a Rasta person for full stop. You don't. You don't. Do you know what I mean? It's to say like, oh, Africa is just black. You got full people will be like, yeah, man, a black attack,
Yeah.
rare, rare, rare. And you're like, yeah, this is jokes because I don't see any white person or anyone else say
Yeah.
you're white attack or anything like that. And like to another white person, it's weird. And that's the segregation. That's what we've come up on. So, when I first landed, I didn't really know what the conversation was about. And I said, yeah, but here's what it is. Jamaica, stand up. Because you know what it
Yeah.
is? For a little island, we've been impactful
Yeah. That's
around the
why you
globe.
came on, to be fair.
Globe. Yeah, but it weren't
Yeah.
like to gun at Africa. It was just more to let
Okay.
them know, listen, like for example, if Nigeria is the biggest country in that
Look.
continent, um, we've been more affected than them. But that's not to run competition, just to show to like where it's kind of equal.
Yeah.
Like I've never been Nigeria. I'll probably go there and be like,
Wagwan,
wow, this is
wagwan.
Yes. Like the
it's
story with the
it's not like how
lions.
it's on what they
Yes.
they they try to put it on,
Okay.
on a TV. Everyone's like living poor and this and that. Like it may be a different thing because I've heard
Yeah,
different stories from other
Yeah.
people. So second reference, and I'm saying, wait, pull up.
yes.
I'm saying my man's like, yeah, I'm from Ghana, yeah. Are
Yes.
you mad, bruv? The man says, I say, bruv, I got people,
Mm.
I got cousins, look, spitting image of you, bruv. And he said, no, like, look at this. I'm like,
Yeah.
raw. So, and I know certain girls where they got long hair, this and that, like you go
Yes.
Seychelles and all these things. It's segregation. It's with one continent. It was Ethiopia in the beginning. You had like, bro, it's deeper than it's been given to us. But black people, it's all we're going from black people. Yes, it is negative because we are negative because we don't have our own. We
Yeah, but
don't
where did the name
have
black come from?
we don't
Where
have
did the name
ourselves,
black come
huh?
from? Where did the name black come from?
Yeah.
You know what? That's a good question. And I think
Black
people,
because
if
because if you
anyone's gonna,
listen to
if someone's
Shakara,
gonna
oh,
use that word,
if you
black,
listen to
yeah,
Shakara, if you listen to Shakara, the indigenous people of Africa didn't know
yeah,
what like the color black was, kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? They're like, what color? You do like,
black ain't really a color though, is it?
but that's how other people needed to describe other nations.
Yeah, because it's segregation. Like it's the way to, okay, you're a Crip, you wearing blue. Okay, you're blood because you're wearing red. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like it's like the blue corner and the red corner in boxing. It's all political. It's all democratic versus conservative or whatever they call it. I can't remember whatever, man. But you see where I'm going with it. It's segregation. Where did we learn that? And that's what I say. I think that's a good question. Before anyone start using that word, I think they should know where the root of that comes from. Because personally, I've never seen a black person in my life. I don't care how dark they are. They're just in tune with the stars and the space. But I wouldn't really class them as black. That's not black. You know what I mean? Like it's you know what I
Mm.
mean? Like
yeah,
it's
Even
just
Africa is
melanin,
not
it's
called.
pigmentation.
Even Africa wasn't called Africa. It was called Alkebulan,
Thank you. That's what I'm saying. That's what I was trying to
mother,
tell my man. Like, yeah, you get me? Like Ethiopia, when all this, it was never
Garden of
Africa.
Eden.
That's a Russian name. That's mad. It even sounds Russian. It's Africa, Shakira. It's all these sounds. Nah, man. Like it's just, brother. I'm just saying. Like I won't have a lot of friends. And I don't need them. I don't care because I believe what I believe. It's not because I'm right and you're
yeah,
wrong, but it's just that I'm not wrong. So until you prove me wrong, then fair play.
yeah. But what
But
are you
we've
actually
we've
saying? I don't hear
indoctrinated
you saying something. Like,
something.
yeah,
What I'm saying is, some I speak for myself, right? And many people that I've seen, yeah. Well, I speak for myself, yeah, and what I see. Therefore, what I see from my eyes, like
Mm.
I've been born into a system. I've
okay.
been
Where in
taught this
Africa have
way.
you been then?
So
Where have you
if I
seen
want
that?
to be a
Mm.
Rasta now, yeah, and they say you gotta eat ital food and this and that, I'm like, Brethren, I don't eat your food. I don't live where you
Mm.
live. I wasn't. Do you get what I
Mm.
mean? And anything that is supposed to be good over here, it's not good again. It's not good.
Mm.
Like it's you gotta relearn everything, not a little bit or some of it. Everything. Everything's a lie. So of course, black people are gonna be, the narrative is always gonna be negative because that's all we see of us. The problem is, yeah, someone correct me. I think the problem is it's what's been pushed out there. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it's what's been pushed out there from the others, from the opposites, from the opposition. Do you get what I'm saying?
Mm.
Like, why
Mm.
are
Mm.
they doing that? Why are they doing that? If we're talking about negative, because there's always room for improvement.
Yeah, but
I
the
won't have
thing
no
is,
black
Yeah,
person or someone
the thing
come
is,
tell me about
what I've
this, that.
noticed from the negative ones are the ones that aren't being successful, or the ones aren't appreciating what they have in life. So let's look at someone. Let's look at let's look at the
Well
guy
said.
who's selling on the road, right? So he's selling on the road,
Mm,
and he knows it's not a good thing to do, but he wants to make money. Then all of a
mm,
sudden, the police officers stop him. Yeah. Then all of a sudden, his mates get stopped, and they all get stopped. So it's not a witch hunt. Yeah, it's something that happens. Yeah. Now you get ordinary
mm,
people like me, you, and Shug. We're walking down the road. We got nothing to do with this, but yet because they're making a racial profile about it, we're gonna fit the bill, and we're
mm,
only gonna fit the bill under one thing,
yeah,
which is a shade, because in certain areas or in certain places, that is something that is happening. Yeah. Now, instead of people owning it and saying, well, yeah, we own that, like, you know what, this is because of this happens there, yeah. But not just but why does it happen? Just because these are the areas where you pushed black people to be safe.
mm,
These are the ghettos that you created because we couldn't go out of Brixton. So we had to make Brixton safe.
yeah.
And
mm.
now,
Brixton was safe, man.
yeah,
Yeah,
that was safe
for me
haven.
anyway.
Yeah. Where else was a safe haven?
Where Stratton was safe back in the day.
Stratton. Um, where else was safe havens? Luton, um, Bedford.
Yeah, I remember playing in the park in Streatham. I remember
Birmingham.
ice rink. That was a nice area.
Yeah, so you push these people there to like protect themselves, and
Oh, you remember the ice
when
ring? They sold out with that Tesco's, man.
yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, sorry, that was random, but I had to
yeah,
say
yeah.
it.
But you know what I'm saying, yeah.
yeah,
So you're gonna
Hey,
get this, yeah,
skating
your
was the black
typical.
then.
No, but
Hey, I
through
was
through
not.
through the media, through all that, because of the history, because of the bad stain about it, because for any, let's be realistic, for
yeah,
anyone that
Yeah.
wasn't, a certain color of the time walking down there, you're gonna get your head bust, because that's the only place where we can't trust anyone, because you're still coming there trying to do your fuckery. So now it's locked down. So it's got history that's always gonna stay there, yeah.
Mm,
And because of that history, you're
mm,
gonna have people living up to that history, because it's always there for the taking.
that's true.
There's always that thing, what I'm trying to say. And it's a shame that we always use that for everybody else around the country, because not everybody else is on that. You get what I'm saying? Like, you could go
Oh, but
certain
you lost me on that
places,
one there.
yeah.
Mm.
yeah. So then
You
people
lost me
start
on that one
using.
though, Nat.
No, but what I'm trying to say is, like, these are the things that people start using on a negative thing, yeah, to say why
Mm.
this is why every black person's not doing well, yeah. But I'm just trying to say these are the hot spots. Like, this is like our thing to what you'd have
The
up in
numbers
Liverpool,
shouldn't
where
be like that.
it's all Caucasian man running around shooting up
He's saying
kids.
the numbers shouldn't be like that, basically.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
no, but what I'm trying to say, yeah, but what gives it a bad name where they start running down black people, yeah, is because they start turning to these things
Mm.
and
No, that's actually true though.
using these particular areas, because that's
Yeah.
where because of the history, and it's always had
yeah,
the
I can't
history
even take that
there.
away from you. That's actually true. I mean, I was listening to someone talking about Soul
yeah,
Solid back in the days,
yeah,
and they shut them down just because people had nothing to do with them. Situations has used to kick off at their events, and they said, yeah, it's because of this music. Like, it just begun then. Like, it wasn't something that's global and just
gigs
happening
shut him
throughout
down
the,
after
the
he
country.
came.
Never. They can never shut down gigs for real.
Okay, but yeah, they're not shutting down
Oh,
pubs
back in
and
the day, they shut him down.
nightclubs where people are getting,
Oh, nah, man.
knocked
Gigs
out,
No,
is the guy,
gigs,
man.
gigs, the man.
raped,
You know what I mean? They didn't
certain
shut down
things like
gigs,
that.
mate.
So
How? Never that. And
Yeah,
you know what I'm
I'm talking
saying?
about the artist. I'm talking about the artist, Hollow Man.
yeah, I'm talking about the
Like, they
artist
used to
The,
side,
shut him
only
down.
the artist.
you see when they tore
Yeah,
down So
Is it?
Solid Crew,
they used
yeah.
to shut him
You
down. He
see, you
didn't
see
used
when
to
they
get no
tried to,
concerts. Yeah,
you see when they tore So Solid Crews, because at that time, yeah, Mega Man could have been the godfather to come to if you want to break through. That's what they're scared of. Like,
yeah,
I always thought Jay-Z was the godfather of rap here. That if you want to come through, yeah, like, he's owning it. Yeah, that's where you'll come through. But nah, it's these record labels that own it. Because
Right. All right. Before we derail, yeah, I'm just sticking to what you were saying because you made a good point.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
But
yeah, yeah,
Here's the thing. Yeah. It's like the government was racist, bro. What I'm saying is documented. You can go and check it out.
yeah. But
Like,
you know
they
what
will
else?
be somewhere. Something will happen
I
somewhere in
believe,
Birmingham,
I
and they say,
believe
yeah,
we
yeah,
were
it's
also,
for the
I
Soul
believe we
Solid
were
somewhere in
also,
South London. Like,
I believe,
what? Like, it's crazy.
yeah, but I believe we're also
That's
sometimes
racist.
racist.
That's nothing to do with the area,
Yeah,
bro.
I believe we're also racist sometimes ourselves, because we put down one another. You know what I mean? And we constantly talk about
mm,
struggles and everything else
yeah.
when
Don't
there's
lift
bare
up.
people doing so much better. You know what I mean?
Well, so you
Yeah,
so okay. I would call it more ignorant. I wouldn't really class it as racist, but I'm not taking
tactical.
that. I couldn't take that away from you, but that's how you look at it.
Yeah,
But I kind of look at that we kind of ignorant to one another and hatred to one another. But racist, I guess, because it's my understanding of it may be different from the other person. That it's like basically I see if you're in a position of power, authority, yeah, you can be
Yeah,
racist to another. You know what I mean? That's just my understanding of it.
well,
It's a race
my,
to
my
power. We are in
understanding
power.
my understanding is like this year, like, instead of always talking about an enemy, yeah, so instead of always talking about the Asian man and or the Pakistani man or the white man, how about look at
yeah,
yourself and see how you can make yourself better? Because each one of these people, everyone around the
oh,
world has been fucked. Yeah, every country's been invaded. Yeah, everyone's had problems.
Yeah,
Everyone who's come here, Polish man,
on that level, I
they're
agree.
setting up shops.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, you see Polish man shops everywhere. I do. Yeah, they're doing their thing. Like,
yeah. But yeah,
like why is it that you have so many people say, "Oh, we're getting hard. Oh, why?" If you get hard, you work harder, and you get to these positions that are available for you because these people
I
are in there.
fully hear that. I got
You
No, they're
fully
understand what
hear
I'm
not.
that.
trying
Yeah.
to say?
I think so, but do you know what? Someone told me this when I was a lot younger, when I was a teen, yeah, and I didn't want to believe it. The harsh reality is that it's kind of true, as they were elders, like a good say 15 years um than than myself at the time, and
Brethren, I used to
you
walk
know,
into people's houses in
it's
Peckham
it's it's
and
like
Hackney,
so one
yeah. And
second, what
do you know what they used
one
to ask
second,
me?
gone,
What's it? They used
gone.
to say, "Are you a plumber?" I used to be like, "Yeah." He used to be like, "Nah, man, you can't be plumber." And you know what he's saying? Why I can't be plumber? Because he thought it was just a white man's game.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
this is what the person
And this
told me
is what I'm
before,
trying
yeah.
to say. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Like
But
you know.
hold on. What I'm
Yeah.
saying is, this person who was older than me was basically trying to say it from an older perspective. They kind of said, look, it's a female. And she said, look, you see what it is, yeah? They're trying to keep that. There's no place for black people out there. Like they want to keep you beneath. If you come up, basically, you got to sell out. That's what they push it for you. So, for example, you say a plumber, yeah?
It's that.
Yeah.
To them, it is a white man's trade because it's like you're not
It
doing that.
was.
Like
It was.
No, I
we're not
get how
trying
they're thinking.
It
It's
to
their
was.
ignorance.
It was.
we're not
It
trying to put
was.
you in it. Not saying that you weren't. They're trying
Mm.
no what it is. What I'm trying to say from the angle I'm trying to come from is like these kids come up, yeah. Like as kids, they'll go, come son, you come and work with me, or go work with your uncle, or this one's friend, or see someone's in private school, you know. It's they all band together because it's like, well, my aunt's a financial advisor, this and that, they can help through this, that they're very connected. So it's kind of like it's keeping you down. So when you're trying to come up, they're trying to bring you down.
Yeah, because
So
they were living.
one of you lot
Because
mentioned
they were living in the
about
time. This
one of
guy's
you
living in
mentioned
the
about we got
time.
to show love to one another more, yeah.
Yeah, but what I'm
And
trying
I
to say
think
is
that
this
is
guy's
key.
living. This guy's living in a time, yeah, where maybe there was no plumbers that were black, yeah, and maybe that it was not a thing that black people were interested in or thought, nah, that's too much, or nah, I couldn't do that, yeah. But somehow I managed to get through, yeah, and not just me. I was working for
Mm,
two brothers, yeah, that were black and had big,
yeah.
like,
See the man
they're
there?
millionaires now, yeah. But hold on, yeah. If they didn't break off from that mentality of mixing and going out there saying, you know what, I want that money as well, yeah. And now that they've got the money, they were able to obviously look after their sons that are now plumbers, yeah. And through because I started work with their
Okay.
son, sorry, their nephew, he got hooked up.
Generational
So,
wealth.
bro, what we doing out here, bro?
Yeah,
We
but
now
you
we're
can't. Can
teaching.
you? Could it be you're looking at? Could you be looking at an isolated situation though?
I'm looking at something that is in
Nah.
history that I'm saying that what happened in history cannot slow me down now. And if I'm going to keep on saying
Mm,
poor me, then I understand if someone's going to go, oh, yeah,
mm,
look at that
mm,
poor black man. Yeah, because he keeps on saying poor
mm.
me. Well, you know what? Let's give them something to even feel more shitty about. Let's give them Black History Day just to remind them. Come on, bruv.
Mm. But
Yeah.
what I'm
And then
saying
how do
is,
you feel? How do you feel? How do you feel? How do you feel? How do you
you're not
feel
speaking
about
from the
Black
vast
history?
majority though, are you?
Now I'm speaking for myself, but I have seen
Yeah.
a few vast majority of people that when it does come to Black history, we start talking about the negative past instead of, oh, what happened last year? That was great. This was great.
Yes.
That was great. That's what I'm trying to say.
Nah.
Mm.
You see, in order
Yeah. Success
to
breeds
correct,
success.
in order to correct something, yeah, that is already messed up, yeah, you to just be blinded by positive, like it's kind of like
One.
being
Dwell in the past.
yeah, nah, it's kind of like happy go lucky, and like got to be a bit tough skin and be like, okay, well, let's correct this situation because that negative is no until that's abolished. Do you know what I mean? Like reach out to them, whether from old man to Pitney. End of the day, reach out to them and show love. Someone mentioned it earlier. I can't remember which one of you did, but oh, I could be wrong.
All right,
Maybe
check this.
let's just
Say you're
start from here.
driving in
Like
the car,
we
yeah,
should
you
show
get
more love to
stopped.
each other.
You get
Mm.
stopped and you get pulled over, yeah, and it's Schiffer, yeah. How are you gonna feel when he's a police officer? What are you gonna say? How are you gonna feel?
No problem. No problem. No
Huh?
problem. No
All
problem.
right, all right, cool,
uh,
cool,
No
cool.
is
problem.
it Shiffer?
No
Say,
You
problem.
say,
can't
say,
embarrass
say.
me. Big man,
All
you
right.
can't embarrass
Say
me.
you get pulled over,
No
yeah.
problem.
Say you get pulled over by me, yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
right.
yeah.
And like you're doing nothing, right? And I check you out, yeah. You're doing nothing, and I
Yeah.
send you on your way. How do you feel?
No problem.
Violation.
Shug,
That.
what you say?
Yeah. Like that's obviously that's very uneasy because let's say if
All right,
he's with
let
a
me tell you
colleague
how I'm
and
feeling,
a
yeah.
colleague wants to do the
This
most.
this how I'm feeling, right? I
Yeah.
get stopped, yeah, and I could get stopped by an Asian police officer, yeah. Now the Asian police officer's like, look,
Yeah.
son, you've been drink driving. Yes, I have. Right. That's why I'm
Okay.
booking you and this and that, yeah.
Yeah.
Boom, on your way. Now, as we've seen in
Yeah.
America, yeah, because in the police force it's dominantly the
Yes.
Caucasians, they go, what are you doing? "Oh, I've been this. No, you haven't. Let's have a look in your boot. Oh, what's that? Oh, you put that there. No, I didn't. Bam, 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 shoot you, right? So now
Exactly.
I ask you again,
Yes.
yeah, if you've got brothers in the police force, right, and he's getting out and there's an
Yeah.
Asian man with him, you're going to be a fair chance. But then we'll call them a snitch. So therefore, where does your power
Yeah.
come from, bro? Your power
No,
comes from,
we're
hold
not.
on,
Yeah.
hold
Oh,
on,
you
hold on,
speak.
hold
Are
on,
you speaking for yourself, or are you
hold
speaking
on.
from the
You're going to
majority? Because
call,
you said you weren't speaking
yeah,
from the
sorry,
majority
sorry, sorry.
before. You were speaking for
Let me
yourself.
just clarify, yeah. So you're going to call a brother, yeah, that would be a judge or a police officer, a sellout, but yet you'd be quite happy for there to be no black police officers and have an army of next man that could
I hear
potentially
that
say,
argument as well.
Yeah, but who would
I
want that?
hear that argument as well. Listen, no, but a
That's not
lot
really
like you gotta
argument
see it
because
from that point of view. Like, come on,
no,
that's
not
you
really,
can't.
because like someone's got to disagree to it for it to be an argument. Isn't it? Like that's why I'm a bit lost. So I'm
No, but
listening,
people have
but you
disagreed, and that's where they've gone wrong. That's what's put us in this state. People
say that
disagreeing to
again.
that. He's obviously saying send the man them there, make the man them pepper it over there, and they just hold down their something, and we don't speak about what they do for a living. But that's just calm, and like trouble has been reduced, and
no,
man are
what
not
I'm
getting
trying to
slapped
say,
down in the
yeah,
streets. And
what I'm trying to
so
say, as empower, yeah, to empower our people, we have to be involved in um, powerful positions. So,
I
i.e.,
understand you
lawyers,
fully.
doctors.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't say because Serena Williams is playing tennis, she's a sellout because it's a white man sport. Yeah, she's a big star,
Mm,
right?
Bro, you know what it is,
Don't
yeah. You said
don't
you
don't.
came on here, yeah, and you said about nah. You turn around and you said like we keep focusing on the negative things, yeah, and that's where it's coming a bit confusing. What I'm trying to
No,
look at
because
and what we're trying to home
yeah,
into,
no,
yeah,
fair
is
enough.
that we're supposed to show more love to one another, like
my
people
God.
of color, yeah, or anything, yeah, like
Oh
really and
shit. Wait,
truly.
no, sure.
You see, really and truly,
Uh,
we're picking and choosing like scenarios. I get that, but here's the
yeah,
thing: it can get a bit confusing, dazzling, because we know what it is. This is what it's like. It's like someone says, "Ah, yeah."
doesn't it?
Someone tried to score a goal and they hit the goalpost, and then someone tried to score a goal, but
Yeah,
they went flying away over the crossbar, and they say, "Yeah, but I hit the
crossbar thing.
goalpost." But you both miss the
Yes.
goal. Like so, end of the day, the goal is
Yeah.
everyone put down the weapons. Then mind how we talk to each other. Like some people may take how I
Yes.
talk like aggressive, but it's like, listen,
No,
please
but no,
understand. No, no,
but
no, no,
no,
no,
let's
no, no,
put
no, no.
it.
I'm not saying anyone on the
No, sir.
panel. No, 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 no,
No,
no, no, no,
barking
no, 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 no,
equipped.
no, no, no.
Yes.
Don't personalize it. Don't personalize it. What I'm saying is, I'm
Yeah,
talking in general. Yeah, I'm
yeah,
talking in
because
general.
not
Yeah,
all of
some
them
people,
carry.
I talk
They're
with
like
energy. Yeah,
Texas.
so some people would talk with their
Yeah.
emotions first. So they don't know about separating the two. Like they don't know how to use their emotion to think, or or
No,
well,
sir.
what they do, they think emotionally. Yeah. And what I'm saying, if we take time and listen and understand where we're coming from, not just anyone on this panel, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, in a vast majority,
Then
if we
can't do
look
it.
at like say, all right, cool, you know what? Yeah, let's just everyone stop that. It's going to be peak, bro. Because if we look at it, bruv, if you look at the violence now,
Yeah, but
you're
peak number
gonna,
one.
we're gonna.
Yeah,
Remember when we
wanna
started
bring
talking,
blood
Shug,
clot
yeah?
peak.
And I said about
I
Gears
mean
of
peak.
War, yeah? Shug, I said to you about Gears of War. I'm saying
Yeah.
to you, these are the gears to say, you
Yes.
know what?
That's
Fuck
where we're
it.
taking it.
I'm gonna go mash
That's where we're
works on
taking it.
them because
Unfortunately.
they're
Yeah. Yeah. Of course.
because at the end of the day, they keep doing it to our people. Let's fight back.
And I'm
The thing is,
riding
the way
with
we
you.
can fight back is
You're
this by turning
rolling.
around
I'm
and
rolling with you.
fighting, and by actually showing one another love. Yeah,
Yeah.
greeting
Hmm.
one another, not stuck up and all that. Yeah, like how we speak to one another, how we address
I'm
one
in a
another, and
blood
everything.
clot
Do you know what I
greet.
mean?
Huh?
Appreciation. There's gonna be peak because what's
Yo,
happening is
it's
now
on a
we've
big man
multiplied.
thing. When I see you,
Mm,
Yeah,
man.
I agree with that, man.
listen, it's on a thing
And
where
what
people
I
need to understand
definitely
everyone has got their own time. No one
mm,
can be held responsible for anything. Yeah,
What's time?
everyone's their own man. No one's forced to be anyone else's man. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. So obviously, like the way time is, you know, if certain men are kind of like chilling, you know, if certain man what kind of zone they're in. So obviously, like every
What
single
is time?
person gets to do what they choose to do. You know, try governor man, you know, like you just
Do you
do
know what I mean?
whatever
Like,
you
what
feel
time for what? Everyone is in
comfortable.
the time. Like,
Yeah,
we ain't
and
got
also
time, you
as
know.
well,
We
how
ain't got
comes I
time. We ain't got
specifically
time.
asked
We
for
ain't got
help?
time.
Yeah, brother. How comes I specifically asked for help, for specific help? Yeah. You say you're a yard man, and I'm trying to like brush up on that accent before I go there, so I can hot couple guys if I have to. Like,
I'm not a yard.
show me,
Who's that?
fam. Like,
Me? You never refer that to
understand?
me. I'm not no yard. You can't
Yeah.
telling me I'm a yardie. I'm UK,
Okay, I
bro.
thought you said you was a
Like,
yardie.
and I were influenced by, well,
Okay,
again, I
I
guess
hear
I
that.
was influenced by a yardie, but not, no, bro. To a lot of Jamaicans, yeah, that's disrespectful to call them a yardie. Still, they will never, they don't
Yeah,
like that. Simple, and
yeah. My
who
brother-in-law's a yardie. He don't.
yardie
He,
don't like it, get vexed,
yeah.
who get vexed, get vexed.
Attitude
Mm.
is very bad. Yeah,
Nah,
attitude is very
mm.
bad. Just stink attitude.
say
Can
that
you walk
again.
through the house? Don't look at anyone.
So
He's got.
anyway,
He's obsessed with buying
I just
shoes.
want to
He's got
just
a
sum
shoe
it up.
collection
I just want to
up in
just
the
sum it up.
hundreds.
I just want to just sum it up,
Yeah,
yeah.
and the
Whether I'm the
clerks.
good guy, whether
Go
I'm the
on,
good
bro.
guy, and
Sum
whether
that.
I'm the bad guy, I would love to see more. I would love to see more black brothers in the police force and as judge and lawyers to make it fair in the system. That's what I would like it for.
I fully agree.
Yeah, I,
Yes, yes.
And I'm not gonna tear down the brother. I'm not gonna tear down the brother. I'm just gonna treat him like he's just a police officer. That's what I'll be saying because that's what we do with them ones. Oh, you're a
Yes.
sellout, bro. You do know, yeah, he's here and he can. If you treat him like he's one of you, like a normal
Yeah.
person, bro.
You
But if
was
you're gonna
clear
say,
about
oh,
your
you're
point.
different,
Yes.
true.
then that's you can only just blame
Yeah,
yourself.
it's true.
You can only just blame yourself when you're standing
Mm,
up there and the whole room is just, Asian off, white off, and everything because these
true,
people
innit?
know about power. You know what I'm saying?
Mm, yeah, it's true. I think that's true. Like, you see, I'm not for it as such, but I'm not against it. It's weird. I know. It's like probably say, oh, you're on a fence here. Not really. I get the narrative from where you're coming from, and it's like it's again. I double up on what you were saying about it's the other person's fault if you're in that route. Well, it could be. Anyway, that's Pandora's box.
My my
What I'm
my
saying is
thing would be, yeah, go
not
on.
that I'm for it. It's just more, like these negative things that we have. That's like whether it's the media, society has put that
History.
it's okay for that things to stereotype us, like to make us like a statistic. Yeah, like I want them banished. I want them gone, like tarnished, gone. That's what we
I'll tell
need.
you what, bro. I'll
Mm,
tell you what it can
that's
draw.
that's that's
I'll
what we
tell.
need.
I'll tell you what it can do. Yeah, if you keep on being reminded about a certain time or a certain history, you'll be stuck in it. Because that's what I'm trying to say. These people, like even the Jewish community, fair play to them because they didn't even have no land at one point, and they got land. You know, India man, they didn't have nothing when they come here. They got shops, because you know what? When the going gets tough, bro, you just keep going. You don't fail, and
You
that's what
see
I'm trying to
now,
say. We've
how
come
I
so
disagree
far.
with you.
We done so
Oh,
well.
I'm wrong. Go on.
you know, that we got entrepreneurs now, you know,
Mm.
MPs, you know, we've got our own thing going on, and we got
We
a
ain't got
big
nothing
continent.
our own
We
thing
got we
going
got
on.
a big continent. If you look at what
We ain't got nothing ourselves going on. What do you mean?
we do, bro,
We
my
even
brother,
got we even got our own toothpaste going on, bro. Like,
we
what do
do,
you
my
mean?
brother, we do, my brother. We got a lot going on, a hell of a lot.
We have a lot going for us, but we ain't got nothing going on. Like, nah,
We
bro.
do, man. We do, we do. We're
We we
leading.
we got so much potential, and we're so gifted, absolutely gifted. Um, until we break that chain, until we break that barrier, yeah, and everyone just said, look, you know what? Forget competition, forget ego, forget anything else or confusion, all that there. One thing we do know is that, you know what? Like, whether it's same complexion or not, like, we got history. Whether someone feel they don't know the next person or what, alright, cool.
Mm.
We all come up, well, our ancestors come up from slavery. It's not the same. We were more before slavery. How about that? Yeah. Like
Yeah, I
we
just
we
stepped
all got
away
Yeah.
from
hidden
my.
history, you
Well,
know?
see, my
And
brother,
there's just
if that's how you
greeting.
feel,
Greeting is
yeah,
powerful in its own, you know.
yeah.
Jeez.
But if that's how
No.
you feel, my brother, like all I gotta say is like
Yeah, but if a
I
man don't
do
give a
know I've
greeting,
been
so
around,
so
and
be it.
I don't really see much other than online. Yeah,
Say that again,
around
Shug.
me, I see a lot of successful, you know, people of all races in England now.
I'm saying I
You
don't
know what
look
I'm
too
saying?
much into greetings. If a man don't really want to greet a man, then so be it. Sorry to
See that
interrupt,
now?
but you
No, no, he's black, but he's, you know what, yeah? Mm.
I
Greeting
mean,
is a
look, yeah,
powerful thing. You know what I mean? Like, greeting is a powerful thing, you
yeah,
know? Mm.
I mean,
It's,
yeah,
look,
yeah.
it
yeah, I
kind of
mean,
determines where
Slightly
the
is
whole
still. I'm not gonna take
convo
that away
in the
from you. It
relation
is.
gonna go. Mm. It determines where
No,
anything's
that's
gonna
taking it
go.
too deep. You won't have a long-lasting relationship if you look at it like that. That's not how you build long-lasting relationships. Like, not like you
You're
understand
not the
that in a
oracle,
long-lasting
bro.
relationship, there's got to
You
be a few
haven't.
madnesses.
Well, let's
Yeah,
be real about it.
but then either are you. Then
You haven't got the philosopher's
reflection on
stone.
yourself. Either are you.
You know, no, but for real, you
Either
haven't
of
got the
you.
philosopher's
So
stone.
you're
that's
just
true.
Like,
stating the
and
obvious.
I never said I
Yeah.
That's
did,
true.
but
That's
what
Either
true.
you said
have
is
you,
that
like I said,
you
you're
kind
just
of.
stating the obvious.
All right.
Yeah.
So
So
what
I
you
don't
did?
either. So I'm on your page then. When you say
Let's
you're not
break
above
down that
me.
what you let's break
Yeah.
down what you just said. Yeah. Like you ain't gonna have a long lasting relationship. This
Yeah.
that I'm saying to you, like you don't qualify to speak for the next person. Bro. You get what I mean? So what it is to you,
I'm saying
greeting don't mean
everything I
much.
can learn has come from my
I can
experiences.
see.
Yeah.
I
And the whole
you
just
know
like
you.
obviously talking just over other people, it's just the listening for the
But
people
that's
is fucked.
you.
I don't mind doing it because it's just that I'm hotting you
All right,
back
let me tell you
because
something.
that's
Yeah,
what you're
I
doing,
saw
isn't it?
I saw my
But
youngsters.
really
Yeah,
and truly, for
this
the
nah,
listeners,
there's no heat.
it's
There's
mad.
no you. If you
Yeah.
can check the temperature. Yeah, look. You can check the you can check the temperature. Yeah, there's no heat nowhere. But it's all love. Over in this corner, there's nothing but love. And I'm just saying
Fully
that. That's what I say.
is.
I don't take nothing too serious or too big.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, never can.
This is
You
Yeah,
why.
couldn't draw
good.
me out.
This is what
Yeah,
we're
So here's the
saying to you.
thing.
Don't take shit too
No, but here's what
seriously.
I'm saying.
Just
Like you
take it
said
at
for
your
you,
own
yeah,
pace.
and you said
Yeah.
for you, yeah, and I'm saying to you, like, I get that. You see why I show
yeah,
my youngsters, yeah, my
Yeah.
kids, my youngsters, everyone, yeah, I show them like, boom.
Yeah.
It's someone I can't remember where I heard it from, but I took it and I adopted it. I said, you know
Yeah.
what, that's big. I'm applying that to my life. I get that, yeah, from a young age, yeah. And
Yeah.
someone said, you know what, yeah, you see, a smart person will learn off their
Yeah.
mistakes, innit? And a wise person will learn off someone else's mistakes. Are you seeing where I'm
yeah,
going with
Yeah.
this?
yeah. No, no, no.
No,
You know
you
what,
don't see
Bridget?
it.
Yeah,
Alright,
exact.
cool. Like,
This
do you know
that's
what?
your view. Yeah,
Sometimes
No, I see
and
what
it's
you're
sometimes
saying.
for
Like,
it may
I
take
see
for
what you're
you to
saying.
have
That's
an
the thing. It's
experience.
like
It
you
might
go on
take
a whole
you to have a
tandem. I
hold on a
can
minute.
see what
It
you're
might
saying.
take you to have an
It's not
experience.
difficult, kind of thing.
yeah,
Yeah, it's not. Sometimes it may take a person to
Yeah.
have go through something in order to understand that. That's why I say to you, I don't take nothing too serious. Like I don't take it. There's no direct. It's you know what I mean. Don't ever feel when I come back and it's like, yo, listen, you don't qualify for this and that.
I
It's not
don't give
like,
a
oh,
shit
let's
you're
put the
not
deuces up.
understanding.
I'm
But
just letting you
it's
know because some
obviously,
people are just like, oh
yeah,
my
yeah,
god, like, do you know what I mean? It's not even like that. It's just
yeah,
it's understanding and getting to know. Remember,
yeah,
like in this society, we don't even know each other again.
yeah.
No
Exactly.
one don't know
yeah,
That's
nobody.
true. and
And
it's
it's
just
and
like
if you
dreams. Yeah,
don't
look,
want, and
it's
to
Yeah,
just
but
like
then
you, that's what I
obviously
say.
if you
If
don't
you
know
see you
people, you need to
greeting
be
ain't
careful
good,
then at the same time.
yeah, but
Like you can't be moving any type of way. Like,
you just
you
said to
know.
just said, Chuck, you just said greeting
Yeah,
don't mean much to you. Like that's the, it's kind of dead from there, isn't it? It's dead in the
yeah.
waters because
So
it's like
what if I don't greet
balance.
you? If I don't greet you
Communication
specifically,
is
I
key,
don't give two
bro.
fucks. It's
I
like
know what I'm
I don't
saying
care
is
who I
what I'm
greet.
saying is you see balance, yeah. You see
Yeah,
communication and balance, like bruv,
yeah.
they
But that don't make
coexist
me a
together,
bad
innit?
person, you know. That don't make me
I
know
never
like I got
mentioned no
bad
one,
mind energy. Nah,
no,
that's
my
not
brother,
bad
no
mind
one's
energy. That
taking,
just might
no
be
one's
my
saying that
time.
you're.
I
Nah,
didn't
that's it.
have
Like,
time.
don't
You
get the
know.
misconception. I'm not saying that it makes you a bad person.
Yeah,
You know that didn't come out my mouth. I would say, like, but I didn't do that. Like, I'm bold when I say what I'm saying. And I
yeah.
stand on what I'm saying
All right, look,
because
it's
I
very
know what I'm
simple.
saying.
You
You know what I
tried to
mean?
moist me off from the beginning. I picked up
Nah,
on it.
don't ever say that.
Like
nah,
Don't
you
ever
nah,
lot,
feel that
nah,
you
way,
lot,
nah,
you
nah.
man.
lot keep
Come on, man.
moisting me off, and it's
No,
not
no.
Nah,
When
happening.
we
nah,
first
nah, nah.
No,
started
but it's
talking,
not
we were
happening.
bantering
So
about
I'm just
Africa
letting you
and
know.
Jam World,
I have
man.
to
Nah,
Yeah,
respect
man,
your
don't
views
say
on
that.
that. If
come
that's what
on,
you
man.
think,
Come
if
on,
that's
bro.
what you think,
Come on,
No one
bro.
we
ever.
have to.
Recently,
No.
like obviously, man's been
If that's
jail.
what you think,
Like,
we have to respect your views. Yeah,
Hold
in
on,
but I'm just
Natty,
situations
saying.
like
Natty.
this,
Sorry,
I'd have to
Natty.
set pace.
Sorry,
I'd
Natty.
have
I
to
want to
set
hear you,
pace
Natty.
because obviously you're trying to
I want to hear you, Natty. But sure,
you're trying to mug
I
me
really
off.
want to hear what you have to say because
No,
you just said I moist you off.
No,
I'm saying, I
we're
respect
splitting
Suge's
wigs for that
I
kind of
respect,
behavior.
I
Like
respect
we're
Suge's
splitting
views.
No,
wigs.
hold
Yeah,
on,
Literally,
pull up,
and
blood
I'm
all
not
over the floor.
disregarding you.
Yeah,
Natty.
come on, what's
I'm not
that about?
Please, my
disregarding you how
brother,
you
hold on,
feel.
Yeah,
Natty. I beg you,
Yeah,
let me hear what Sugar have to say for that.
uh,
Let me defend myself. I want to hear what Sugar have to say. Say that
yeah. So
again.
obviously
I
there
picked
was
up
a
on me. I
time.
tried to
There was a
moist you off
time.
at the
I'm
beginning. Gone.
rolling. So you want to hear what I gotta say? Yeah. So I'm rolling.
Yeah,
I've
I'm
obviously
listening.
just come in, and I get to the dinner thing, and I see one white guy. He lives from like Folkestone or something, and he's on the induction wing. And I'm thinking I'm hotting everyone on the induction wing because I gotta go to my other location, so I might as well act up here, um, kind of thing. So I said, "Oh, you gotta give me this, that." He said no, and he tried to mug me. After that, I went around, split his wig, split his wig. No weapons, no nothing. Just obviously like, yeah, caught a knee on the top of his head as he crouched as I was hitting him, and I kneed him on top of his head. And yeah, that was the end of him. That was all she wrote. My must just lay down on the floor. And obviously, I've managed to get my top off me, the top that I'm wearing. It's like I managed to get it off me. And somehow I see them lock everyone up. They
Sorry,
bring
sure.
like the right people. And yeah, yeah. You don't like to hear stories, do you?
No,
But go
sure.
on, add your
Did you
question
say
to the
I
story.
don't know this. No, I not got no questions. I'm lost because I thought you was explaining
Yeah.
to where you said I moist you up when I first come on the show.
hmm.
Like I'm you start
Okay.
telling
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
it's just
yeah.
to do
So
with
when you're
that. Like,
saying things like
and there is someone in the
when we're
backstage
telling, yeah,
waiting.
yeah, I can tell
Yeah,
you
gone.
exactly. Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. Let's see.
I'm just saying, you know what? Yeah, like
Yeah,
Gone.
I can't let this
just
person. I can't let any person on. We can't
No, I'm listening. Like
because
I'll
yeah,
feed
we
you.
definitely can't. And that's
So
no. Yeah, 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 yeah. So obviously, like when you're coming on and you're saying, yeah, that story sounds fake. I'm saying, yeah, so I'm gonna let him get away with maybe one or two more comments like that. You know what I'm saying? And then
yeah,
after
but
that, we're gonna understand exactly that this guy is not trying to validate my thing. So that's a
can,
big violation. So we pick
hey,
up
hey,
on
can you hear
them
me?
straight early, and I think that was one of the first
Mm.
major
The,
violations
the,
that I
no,
see.
the
That's
connection kind of
you're
cut out. You
mentioning
know.
my authority, but it's more of a slander of authority. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
It's kind of a slander of authority in a sense that you're just saying, yes, I'm going against this kind of mindset. First of all, anything like that, obviously, I don't
Now the
know,
connection
like
kind of dropped.
any
You know.
kind of way
The
or any
connect.
kind of situation, how you're,
Shook, shook, shook,
I don't give
shook.
a shit about
The
the
connect.
connection. I'll say it for
No, I
myself. I
didn't hear
don't
what
give a shit about the
I didn't.
connection.
No,
I
I
really
didn't hear
don't,
what you said.
you know. So be it.
I didn't hear what you
This
said.
ain't no repeating thing. This ain't no, actor thing, George Clooney thing. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay,
I'm
so
saying
I don't know
like
what you're talking about though.
I'm the
That's what I'm
kind of
saying.
hey,
person
Suge,
like no, you
Suge,
need to
I
hear
think
this.
that's
I'm the
Suge
kind of
for certain.
person I
Suge,
move
that's
No,
Suge
I
for
in a
don't need to
certain
certain.
hear it
kind of
because
ways,
you're
but
ranting
I don't
But
and
really
it don't mean nothing.
yeah, yeah, that's it.
listen.
Because it's a bit
Yeah, like
unfair
you
at the
rant.
moment.
Like you
Yeah,
It
rant.
so
doesn't mean nothing,
guys,
bro. Like, cause I just said to you, I
guys,
didn't hear
guys.
anything. and you're
guys, it's a
saying
bit
this and that and the
unfair,
third.
yeah, because I can't get involved in this, yeah, and it's long in it because we obviously know it's just like washing. It is wash. It's so
Yeah,
wash.
because I don't know what you're talking about, and you're
Yeah,
saying I
Yeah,
don't care about this and that. That don't
for
mean
real,
nothing to me.
for
both
real.
like yeah,
100%. Like
so
you
Yeah,
cannot strip it tell you. It don't mean
yeah,
shit.
that's how you try
Like
and
yeah,
moist man off.
I'm just a
You
fair
mad?
person,
yeah.
and
But
I
should
wanted to
just
Cool as
ask
hear
well.
him if he meant
what
to
you had to say,
disrespect you,
innit?
yeah. If he
Hey,
Like,
says
idiot.
no, then
cause
that's
I,
it, innit?
cause,
Big
cause,
man
cause
thing, though.
Yeah, so
if I've done something here,
Like direct,
come on.
yeah,
if you feel I've done something here, it's for you
yeah.
to
Ask
defend
him,
that. It's for me
ask
to
Yeah,
him.
defend that. It's
You
for you
just
to put
say,
that
"Are
forward,
you
innit?
taking the
But
piss?
if you
Or
can't do
did
that,
you
then
need?"
I've got to lose respect
yeah,
for you as a person. But so it's cool,
Yeah,
innit? I'm not gonna, I'm not really gonna like take that
yeah,
to
but
heart,
just
bro. Like
lose it
it's
and just
cool, innit?
hold your thing in it. We don't care. Okay, you've had your
Bro,
thing,
I
whatever.
don't even
Like,
know what you're
I don't
talking
give
about.
a
No
shit.
one
yeah.
cares.
But
Is what I'm saying.
Suge,
That's good
Like,
for
you
you.
see,
Like
yeah,
like
that's in your
Suge, you
feelings,
see
though,
if
innit?
a man's trying to
yeah,
Suge, you see if a man's trying to mug me off, yeah, I
yeah.
would just
So
ask
let
him,
that
look,
be that, innit?
earlier
Say
on,
no more.
was you trying to take me for a mug? And if he says no, then that's it. You know what I mean? That's
That's
it.
big.
That's all he can offer
Yeah,
you is an
I
NO,
like.
bro.
That's it.
Yeah,
That
Just
is it.
ask him.
that's big.
Ask him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but ask
Ask
then,
him.
bruv.
Mm. Real talk
And
makes
then
sense from
squash it,
both
Ask
bro.
then.
sides.
Whatever you
Yes.
need to ask him direct, yeah, just be like, bro,
Mm.
like earlier on, was you trying to mug me
Yeah.
off? Yes, no.
No, but this thing goes deeper than that. This is what I'm saying. It's
Nah,
like,
bro, bro,
in a
bro,
that's the
sense,
bro.
correct
It
way
I
will
though.
know
get
myself.
deeper. It will get deeper if he tells you a yes, bro. That's the only way it will get deeper. Suge. Just say, are you trying to mug me off? Yes or no?
No, but
Uh,
that's the correct way to
If
do
he
it. Like
says
that's what
yes,
you should just be
uh,
asking.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
what Nat just said is exactly how you should be asking.
that's mad.
Like like
Yeah,
that's what you should be asking.
yes,
Do you get what I'm saying?
mm,
Because you're just gonna go so
yeah.
far with
Obviously,
it, and
you're
that's what you've
saying,
done.
yeah, I hear what you're saying. Yeah,
yeah, man.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
And that's
it doesn't make
respect.
sense, bro. Like
You know
I
what?
didn't even hear
There's
the
a respect
connection, and
for that
you're
as
That's
well.
respect as well.
Yeah,
That's respect on
hmm?
both sides, bro. That's respect on
Yeah.
both sides because if
There you
you
go.
say if you show him that, you know what, you're not gonna mug him off, yeah, by holding something, yeah, you're just gonna give him because that energy as well, bro. You know, if someone tells you after a while, I think you're a dickhead, he's like, why didn't you tell me before? Yeah, it's even
Yeah.
more mugging off. So if you just say, bro, earlier on you said something, was you trying to mug me off? Nah, or was you trying
Simple.
to disrespect me? Nah, that's it. You can't get
That's
any
it.
more than that, bro, because he's a
That's
man.
it.
He's over the line, and
yeah,
he could
but
tell
it's
you
got to be
where I
done
was.
publicly. It has to be done publicly. It
No,
can't be done in the
it doesn't
shadows.
even matter, bro. Like you
You
could
know,
decide you can do it
like
publicly, but
that we're
you
trying
like talk
to.
correctly. No,
Yeah,
no one. Like you said something Paul
yeah, of
about
course. I
moist or
thought I
something.
did.
This I said no, that weren't even what the case was. Then you started explaining
Yeah,
something.
of
The
course I
connection
did.
dropped. You're like,
You heard the
and then
word
you're
of
like,
mouth.
oh, I don't really care about the connection and this and that. I'm just thinking, okay,
Yeah, so you
like
heard what I said.
you're obviously on some like feelings business right now. No, I heard that bit. I said everything else when you was explaining what took place at the beginning.
Listen, as you
My
can see, I'm
connection
feeling perfectly
dropped,
fine.
but I wanted to hear
I
what
don't
you
know
had
if
to
the
say.
laughter didn't tell you I was feeling fine, or
Yeah.
I think your
No,
But
connection
back on
dropped.
topic,
you don't really
back
sound
on
you
topic,
don't sound family.
um, yeah, like back on
Mm.
topic, like
Yeah, so be it.
in fact, you know what? I wanted to discuss something with you, man, today, yeah. And this is something real. Now, I got a bridging on mine, yeah.
Yeah, go on.
And obviously he's going through the same thing, you know, with these women with when you have a child with them, yeah, and they hold the child and they want money, yeah. That's what they want.
Yeah,
And
Mm.
they want to
seen a
defeminize
lot of
you.
that.
They want to defeminize you. Yeah, because this is what I'm starting to see. Yeah, when
Yeah,
you know you're supposed to be a man, so you're saying, look, I've got some money. Can I see my son? Yeah, but this needs to be done. That needs to, da, 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 da. And it's like, look, how hard is it for me not to like have him over? Like, if I'm gonna be responsible, yeah, let me do what I need to do in it.
yeah,
So obviously,
yes,
you know,
Mm.
she's been like money, money, money. So he's been banging her out like £500 a month. Now the boy's only just started going to secondary school, yeah. So
yeah,
he's saying like, rah, she gets the money for him to be paid for school dinner, yeah. So I don't know how she's poor,
yes.
but I've been giving her it. But then she says, oh, you can't see your son, yeah, or
Ah,
does all this funny stuff, or oh, if you're
I've
seeing
seen,
girls,
I've seen them. No, of course, there's been them direct price tags on kids. You've heard
Say
many
that again.
cases
So
like
some
that where the girl actually puts an amount to see the kid. Like
well,
it
no,
has to be that amount. You're not seeing the kid
what she's done
to the
now,
penny.
yeah, is because he was struggling for a while, yeah. only like for a year. She filed that she wasn't getting no
Yeah.
money since like a while back, innit? Because they had an argument. He was like,
Okay.
"Oh, look, let him stay over, innit?" Because he goes, "Look, I'm paying so much money for my son. Can't he just stay over at my mum's house?" She's all like, "Nah, because he's gonna miss me." And he's like, "Look, I don't know what you think. Yeah, like, I did not meet you like at you know, like where you think to yourself like this is a pet,
Mm.
where you just hand it back over. It's like you rent out a pet." He's like, "I'm not renting out my son."
So basically, so now what you're saying is, yeah, my man gives money to the BMs, and he still can't see his youth.
Yeah, and what she did is she filed
That
him for she sent to his mum's house 3,000, 3.5 grand bill, because obviously he told her, "Look, I'm not working. I've been paying you
It's
cash
madness.
£500 a month." He's been paying her £500 a month. Yeah, he was with this
Yeah.
next
But
chick
do you
as
know?
well.
Do you know
Yeah,
what the real
wait, wait,
problem
wait, wait,
is?
wait. Check this. Last thing I'm gonna
Thank
say.
you.
Yeah,
That's what the real problem
the
is.
home that
Now
he's
we
in.
have. Now we get to the story. So that's what upset her. That's what the real problem lies.
Yeah,
I understood that straight away.
yeah, but
Yeah.
she just knows that she could just grab money in it, because she just money, 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 money. Yeah, and she don't want to give.
Have you not heard
You
about
know what I'm
woman's
saying?
wrath?
So
so
Their
hold
wrath is
on.
the worst.
So how long is this going? This has been going on for a year, yeah.
she's been
And
like getting back with him, and then it got to the point where, like, obviously she done the police call in it, where
Oh,
he goes, "Look,
oh, I gotta try and get.
I was driving." He goes, "I admit I'd have been drinking a bit in it," and she goes, "We just come from like this posh party with all our mates," because she does her thing. Anyway,
yeah,
he's driving. She starts
Yeah.
slapping him because she's telling him to slow down in the car. So she starts slapping him. Yeah, she's like, "What the
Ah,
fuck?"
stop it, man.
So anyway, they
Stop it.
get to the
He should
house.
have took control of that
She
situation.
runs, locks herself in the house, and he gets
Yeah.
arrested. And then boom, from that day, it's like, even if you go back there, yeah, it's not worth it, because if she says boo,
Yeah.
you're fucked.
so but where was the kid at the time in this car situation? Were they in the car or?
Nah, the kid was at her
Was the
mum's.
kid even made?
So now
Okay.
check it like this now, yeah.
Mm.
What has he done to to fight the situation? Has he taken any steps other than giving money? Like,
He's.
Well,
You're not
that's
clocking it either. You're asking about all these political things. He's seeing the next thing and she's jealous. That's why she's making it so difficult for him. To solve
bun
his
that.
problem,
What I'm
he's
saying
got to
is,
stop
look,
seeing the
look, look,
next
look,
thing.
look, look, look. We're
That's
getting
what's
to this
driving her
like
head
so.
crazy.
Now, it is not bun that. Like, hear what I'm saying? Yeah, it's like the problem is my man wants to see his child. Is that
problem is he
the
was
case?
self-employed, and he weren't
Yeah.
finding a lot of like work at 1 year in it. And
Money
that
was
one
coming in.
year they were trying to get back together, and then it was just like he was just saying,
Mm.
"Nah, like she's just money, money, money," and like, I'm trying to do certain things, and and he
I
just goes,
guess what
"She's
I'm
just
trying to look
evil,
at
innit?"
is like, can I'm trying to dot the connects. Like, I'm trying to connect the dots. Like, where it's like, okay, so what is that got to do with the child?
Well, like imagine like you can't even take the child to his mum's house.
Yeah. So how much money does he need to take the child to his mum's house? That's what I'm saying. It's like,
Yeah, so who's
okay,
controlling that? Once again, the female.
She's
The
controlling
female's
him,
putting
but
all
he's
these
like,
laws on anything. He can't make a move without her
so
say so.
so so how does he get the chance to? I mean, how does she get the chance? Like, how does she get the authority to make that happen? Yeah, I know that a woman in this country, yeah, a woman is the first that the government sees. Like, that's it. The woman, everything goes woman first. All right, cool. To the mother, yeah, cool, cool. But we've given like
"Yo, Schiffer's in the
looking
back, man."
at this. Okay, let me give you an example like myself. Yeah,
Mm.
I personally like my kids are big people now. Yeah, they're not even kids; they're big people. However, yeah, like with no dispute, I take
I don't think
m-
it can be.
my lady to the court, bruv. Yeah, like, and we as adults came to an agreement, but we put that certain things in place because the government had. I'm going to be vague on this one. The government have put certain restriction in place, yeah. Like, so you got to pay child benefit, this, that, child support, woo, 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 and all this jazz. But they don't
Yeah,
know that
yo,
I'm the
Shiv,
one
you have to add
funding.
Schiffer. Schiffer's in the back, Shug.
Yeah. So I'm the one who's funding everything now,
Where's
yeah.
he at?
Mm.
You with me?
Mm,
Yeah. I'm the
Yeah,
one
yeah.
funding everything.
okay.
However, the court now, when it's gone to the when they sign the papers and it's gone to the court, I'm the main guardian of my child. Yeah, I watched that for all them years. Yeah, no dispute. Yeah, but what I noticed in this country, men don't know that they can do that. Like nothing's been put in place. Like they don't push that. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like working for a company and you've got like 30 days annual leave, but
People,
you're really entitled to
What
40, but they tell you 30. They don't let you know
do you
anything
want me to tell
else.
you the truth, brethren? In my dad's
Yeah.
days, yeah, men were brocking out women, yeah, and leffing them,
Mm.
yeah. In my days, yeah, was the days of men crying over their
like
family and
straight
woman,
left
right?
them,
I'm not gonna lie, I was one
mad
of them,
thing.
yeah. I see plenty of my brethren, yeah, go through
Yeah.
exactly what my friend was going through tonight, yeah. Plenty, bruv. Yeah.
Mm.
And depression and destroying you to the point now I see so many people saying it's not worth not being together with the child, to the point
Mm.
where, you know, certain men are under, you get what I'm saying? Like
Mm.
they're under a
Mm.
next energy now because,
Yeah, I feel it. I feel it. Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Because it's not
Yeah,
worth it. Like,
and it's frustrating because you're just like, raw. I see it. So a lot of man, I'm gonna be real. A lot of man, yeah, it's like you're an idiot, innit? Like, you can see you're an idiot. Simple. But in
yeah,
situations like what you're saying, I've come across a few people throughout the years, bruv, and it's heartfelt because you know what it is. They don't know that there's certain things that's put in place, yeah, and it's like running a red light, yeah. And but you're going somewhere, but there's no sign that says out. There's no sign to tell you where to go. Do you get what I mean? It's running, running,
yeah,
running. Do you get what I'm saying? And hitting a brick wall. And these women are manipulative. Not all, just a lot of these women. They use it like weapons, innit? Like,
that's what
so
I'm
that's why I'm
trying to say.
because of my situation is different from the next man. I'm not looking at it like I'm better than the next man. I've guided people and they come to me and say, yo, bruv, you know what? It's work or it's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
work because she's like this. But they've done the steps. And I say, bruv, don't watch that because you see, one day your youth's gonna grow up and say, you didn't check for me, this and this or rare. Fuck.
mm,
But when you got them papers, you say, look at your bank account. Look at this bank account. This is all the transactions I made from every nappy, anything that I bought from SMA, whether bottle, wherever clothing. He's got receipts for it. It's on his bank statement. I did every time I went to court, mum didn't show up or this and that. It goes in their favor.
yeah. You do
It's,
what
you
you
see what I
can,
mean?
man.
Like bridging the gap,
You do
but
what
it's
you can.
painful.
No, but the
You be an
heartache to go
influence.
through this is immense. The whole point is
Yeah.
to settle out of court at all means. Like, how can we settle this out of court? We don't even want to
But
go
the
to a
thing
court.
is, that's not how
Like,
it
it has
works
to
here, bro.
be
It's
just
better.
done between
No,
two
bro.
people. Like,
Bro,
that is the
you can't,
last scenario.
You
bro.
can't do that with a
Here
narcissist.
is law, bro. You have to go
I
to
check the
court.
side chat. Check the side chat. Make sure no one's not trying to jump on.
I don't know how you do that, bro. I'm not really.
No, I'm not. I'm not letting no one on. I don't know. I know the porn bombing. Look. Let's just everyone understand now. The porn bombing is
No, I
crazy.
told someone to join
Okay,
still. I told someone to join.
porn
I
bombing
sent
is
someone the link.
non-stop.
They should
Yeah.
be there in the back in the side chat still. I told someone to
Okay.
join.
Okay.
I
No
don't
one's
mind.
there at the moment.
But
Okay, they are there.
yeah, man. So,
Let's see
bro,
who they are.
when I'm seeing people crying, bro,
Let's
and
keep an eye out.
brothers in a situation where they can't even work because everything's getting stripped, they got to pay next yard plus
Okay.
pay this amount of money. You know what I mean? And when they've got the kid, then they've got to take the kid out and pay for the kid up. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's not a joke, bro.
They're
Do you,
rinsing
you
their
know what?
pocket
Yeah.
basically.
Do you know something I noticed back then? Yeah. Like we're going back to 2006, seven. Yeah. You know what I noticed? Like, however it was before, I don't know, and how it is right now, I'm not 100. I don't know. But then 2007, 6, 7, them times there, yeah, 2008, it was like basically. I think I kind of clocked on. I'm just different in it. Like I looked at it like, bro, you know what? When we sign like the birth certificates and things like that, yeah, I'm like, raw. It kind of daunted on me like our kids are not our kids, bruv. Like it's the government's, isn't it? Like it's the country, isn't it?
One second, 1 second. You see, because we got new panelists, yeah. Like, explain to them what's being spoken about. Ask
I
them
let
some
Natty
questions,
talk it.
find out
God,
who they are.
Natty's
You know, the regular kind of usual stuff, man. Usual stuff.
Yeah, explain
Boy,
what
I'm
you're
just
about,
big up yourself. What's your name?
Natalie.
Natalie. Welcome, welcome. I was just saying like how, even me, I would say, fell into this category of, like, I think demasculine men
Mm.
through using, children, and to the point where they could be suicidal, they could be depressed, they could be, not
Kids.
Suicide
Right.
not
rates.
strong because they're fighting for something that they created, but they have no control over.
Right.
If that
Custody,
makes sense.
access.
gloves off. It's like hands down. It's like
So,
fighting with hands down.
You
Isn't
know,
it? Like,
in all seriousness,
so it's like
yeah.
a man being up against a big bully. Someone saying, "Here it is, but this is what it's going to cost you," and this is how I'm going to be in control of it. There's more of a power thing,
it's
and
crazy.
there's clearly that she doesn't have to give him anything because he doesn't have the child. So,
But she doesn't.
everything.
She doesn't have the rights though, fam, to
Yeah,
keep
I guess
him
so. I guess
away
so.
from the child. That's the law. She doesn't have. She has to have a good enough reason, like if there's a junction out on him, or he's doing something
Yeah, but
that's
there ain't nothing
different.
you're gonna do.
Okay,
It's
so let me
Like,
tell you
you can't
something
get
else.
around
So
that.
now
Listen,
she's
I
obviously needs to get
told a
money
guy
off
that
of
was
you.
acting funny.
How much is it going to cost you now to actually be able
Yeah.
to show that you're supporting the child and start paying for the courts?
say that again, Nat, because I didn't hear
So
you.
you've now
I want
you've
to
got to pay
know if
to
it's
go to
talking to my
court.
name.
No, I heard his question perfectly.
Yeah, you've got to pay to go to
I
court.
remember we
Yes, you've
got Natty and Natalie. So if you say Nat, we don't know who you're talking to.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
And we know now.
So like I was saying,
Yeah.
you've got your own home. You've got to pay your rent. You've got to pay for your car, etc., etc. Then you've got to pay. Like my guy was balling at the time. He was trying to basically show her, look, I'm a good guy. I'm giving you £500 a week. Yeah, let me see my son. He wasn't doing it through the bank.
Yeah.
So obviously, she's like, here he is 1 week. Here he's not this week. Let him come round and stay at my mum's. She's like, no, he's not allowed to stay over at your mum's. He's only allowed to go at your mum's. If I come there or ring up and he's not there, then all that type of stuff. Yeah. So
She has to have a good enough reason explanation for that though. By the judge, by law, yeah, bro. Whoever it is, you can forward them to me.
It
Yeah,
happens
yeah,
worse.
but this is the thing.
I've
What
got
I'm
the
trying to say
document.
to you,
Like,
he hasn't
gone.
He hasn't gone to the courts because he'll have to pay for it. And if he takes her to court, she's just gonna go, "Oh, you're taking me to
There you
court?
go.
Well, this is gonna be a long process." Oh, and by the way, like he was trying to explain, like when she was hitting him, he was like, "Look, I'm
In
16
a
stone.
situation like
There
that,
was no mark on her.
I think
She's behind the door. I'm outside, and
You
it
let
broke me
Natalie give you a
because
female
wait,
perspective.
hold on,
Oh,
it broke him. He was like, I started
what
crying
you
because
guys are on about?
I had no power. So yeah,
Okay,
Female
so
for what?
his main concern is that he has to pay for
basically
that.
explain what you're on about, then, so she understands.
Yeah, explain what
look,
you're on about. 'Cause I'm
Yeah,
still not
can you
really.
do it in your best
Basically,
English?
what they're
Can you
saying.
use your best English?
Yeah.
all right, cool. I'm just saying, like how
Who does
men
she want to
nowadays,
explain?
I
Nah, you
Yeah,
can't
mine.
you
explain to her.
let Sham explain. Natty, let Sham explain.
Okay.
Go on, Sham.
Okay, was it confusing when everyone else was trying to basically all it is they're talking about I'm saying that guy has done something really bad to make that woman that angry. Would you agree? And I'm guessing it might have been another woman involved. What angered the woman so much?
yeah, but what's that got to do with the child?
Yeah.
So you're on about like women using kids
We'll
as weapons.
find out from the woman. Yeah.
Using kids as weapons, that's what he's basically
Yeah.
talking on.
But
He's in
she's
a
got a good
situation.
reason. Remember,
Yeah,
she's
now,
got a good reason. She's justified.
correct me
She's
if I'm
walking
wrong,
with
yeah?
God when she's doing what
Yeah.
she's
Nat,
doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
correct me if I'm wrong, Nat, yeah? It's like
Yeah.
basically, and this is how I'm getting what you're saying. That yeah, like basically, the woman's using the child as a weapon. My man,
Yeah.
he used to have money, he ain't got no money. Yeah, that's just
Yeah.
how it is now, and his circumstances has changed, and he feels lost, trapped, doesn't know where to go,
Due
confused,
to the money then.
mentally, spiritually torn. Yeah, he can't do nothing. And he just,
And he can't
you know what I
see
mean?
his son.
Mm.
Mm. So why can't you see your son? If you're paying maintenance, you're not like a drug
Because
addict
he
or alcoholic or anything. Why can't you see your son?
because when he
Because
said
there's
to her,
another woman in the
when
picture.
he said to her,
Another
I want
woman.
to pay you through the like in the bank, yeah, I'll pay you money in the bank. She was like, no. She was like, oh, if you want to do that, then you have to take me to court. Is that what you want to do? Who you been talking to? All this type of stuff, yeah. He was like, no, nothing like that. She was like, oh, what are you trying to do? Yeah, so he was giving her cash. He was giving her like £500, yeah, boom, just like that, every month.
Right.
But there was so much restrictions on there, like he could only just go to the mum's house and he couldn't stay over.
Mate, my
He could only go around to the mum's house. Oh my
Uh,
days.
my
I'll try and talk
Yo.
one at a time, though. Try and talk one at a time, because
Oh
Natalie was
man,
trying to say something. Go on.
Okay.
that is crazy.
I was saying my ex-husband took my kids off me because I've got bipolar and I had like a mental breakdown. And he went behind my back and got a C100 and picked them up from the childminders in
God bless
school
you.
behind my back and took them. And then I started drinking and doing cocaine and just spiraled out of control. And then he got full custody and moved them to Reading.
Yeah.
So I have to see them supervised by my mum.
Okay.
Oh, that's my door. Hang on.
You
I
got
think that's my
bit
But
again.
so be it. I mean,
Yeah.
until
Okay, so that narrative just changed real quick, but yeah.
Yeah, you can. I'll let you in.
yeah.
That
I mean, but
narrative got
let's
spun.
say
It got spun through the roof. Yeah.
let's say if he had his son and you know, he was drinking and he
Yeah.
passed out and his son took some tablets, then yeah, he was a danger to his son. So she's got an
Yeah,
excuse,
but
but
drinking and coke, it was
he's
actually.
all love for his son. So why not just let him have the weekend when you say, yeah, let him stay over like once a month or something like that, and you know,
You should have every other
let him,
weekend.
yeah,
In
like
my
let him pick him up from school and take him, bring him, drop him, you know, little bits like that. Because £500, like, and he's not even in secondary school. Is a lot of money. It's more
Yeah,
than
but
what he
that's
needed to
because
give. And like I'm trying
yeah.
to say to you, imagine having to pay to go to court and pay solicitors' fees and
Yeah.
yeah, it's not cheap.
But here you have
I
a woman
That's
saying it happened
that's
to
where
me.
the
I
drama
can
is, though, isn't
understand
it?
it happened to me. Like, yeah, I guess a bit, but like this to me,
it
like
happened
it
to a lot
sounds
of us,
like
bro.
you've had a testimonial that she's obviously said it happened. If it's happened to the man, that
Yeah.
mean it happened to
Can we
me as
can
well.
we thank Natalie
I had them
for
taken, so
her
I can. You can't give me no sob story.
testimonial as well?
Yeah, but
Can we
honestly,
thank her
man,
for
that's
her
good, man.
story
Yeah.
as well? Because people don't always share, you know, their personal
Yeah,
business with you,
Mm.
especially not
of
online.
course.
So
yeah,
maybe don't try not to share too much of your personal business, but appreciate it.
Yeah, now
thank you.
keeping it real, man. Now you're real. You're real. You're not fake out
No,
here, man.
that I think that was just obviously, to make the story, to put punch to the
Yeah,
story. We had the whole subject open before we even knew Natalie, and she's obviously just come on and said that's happened to me. So in a sense, she said whatever you're bitching about, it happened to me. So
yeah,
Mm.
whatever any pain you're gonna tell me, I've been through it.
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
And that was
And not,
kind of like shut down to any
yeah,
argument that you could put forward because she's the opposite. She never took a child was taken from her. So
Mm.
do you see how that's obviously come back spun around in anyone's
Yeah,
face that's
but
trying to like
can anyone see
cape for
that
the man right now?
that
So
narrative
you
is
have a
So
different
it
lady
can
from what
work
who's
you
both
just
said now.
ways,
fucked up.
basically.
Nah, Schiffer.
Yeah,
That's the
exactly.
narrative is different. But what
Well,
Nat
we just seen it.
what Nat just said, yeah, he was basically coming from a place where the guy's done nothing wrong. He's the dude's done
yeah,
nothing wrong, yeah. And they had their own situation. Away from the kids, they had their own situation. My woman's being a narcissist, control
No, he
freak,
did do something wrong.
manipulative,
He did
and
something
saying
wrong. Do you
basically
want
you
me to
can
tell you
only
what he
see
did wrong?
you if you come around the yard.
I can tell you what he did wrong, though. I'll tell you what he did wrong. He
right.
left.
Lie with a
I
dirty
can't
woman's
stand you,
bed.
you know, Shipper. You're too much.
Lie down with a dirty gal.
Whoa! Hey, don't make me laugh, fam.
I'm
Yeah,
staying
Hey,
silent for a moment now. I'm gonna let you guys discuss this.
yeah.
yeah, you run with it. Hey, you know what? Fam,
Right.
that is fun. You know
No,
what?
but it
Yeah,
was mad though, because you see, when
Yeah.
I had my family, yeah, I think I wanted it to be so perfect, man. I put a lot of pressure on myself because
Men
I
do that,
wanted,
don't
yeah, you
Yeah.
know, like when you're like, oh yeah, this is it, like boom,
They
boom,
do.
boom, like it was a shock in it because you're like, what the hell?
Yeah, because it's never perfect like you think it's going to be, is
It
it?
was like a natural instinct kicking in. You know what I mean? It was like boom, and then because you want to see your son, and because you can't afford to go to court, plus pay your rent, plus pay her, plus pay your bills, plus do. It's a mad thing. Like go to
it
court,
is. It is.
pay solicitors fees.
Yeah.
Like how are you crazy? What am I made of?
It's traumatizing. At the end of the day,
Yeah. What
like
I would
that
do, I'll make
situation
peace
is.
with a woman. I'd have to make peace. I can't have that hanging over my head. I'd have to obviously approach that woman in any kind of way I could make peace. That means even if she says to me, "You gotta go, like get away from that girl," or "You can't do that," or "You gotta stay there," I would do it to obviously get to my goal, which would be the child. I'll cut any kind of deal with her.
Whoa.
That would be
Right.
my mentality at the time.
So you see what
And
on that?
who
Yeah.
would know? Like maybe some was, yeah,
It's
cut
traumatizing.
them
Yeah.
deals, get something
But you
cracking.
see
I'm
what it
not.
is. The harsh reality is,
Yeah.
yeah. He's got to now. He's got to now. If he isn't doing it before, anything he buys, he's got to keep receipt.
Mm,
It's got to be logged, and he's got to try and get the money up because the bully has the parents or the gang behind him, which is the government, yeah, that says that this and this is that. However, once he get the money up now, the judge will see it in his favor. If she hasn't got solid ground, like it's
Bro, do you want
over
to hear
for
the
her.
wickedest thing?
It's
Do you want to hear the wickedest thing? And she's got a
different
man
way.
living there. That's the wickedest thing. And she's got a
Oh,
man.
blood, blood, blood. He's
it?
he's got it in
that's the
he's got
man's
it
fault. That's the
he's
man's
got it
fault.
in his
He
corner,
allowed that.
yeah.
It's
He's
the
got it
man's
in his
fault.
corner so much, yeah. He doesn't know your friend. What you say is your friend, yeah?
Yeah, he's my brethren, yeah.
Right, cool. See your friend now, yeah? Right? He's got the ball in his corner. He doesn't even know it. There's so many different ways. This is that chess, and cause that's what this is what right.
What ball is his corner? The man's losing. Man's life is a
No, he's
misery.
losing because
He ain't got
he
nothing
feels
going.
there's nowhere to go.
Let's.
But the thing is, there's documents, and that's what I'm saying to you. Like I got the documents, bro. Like it's not. I can't come up here
But the
and just talk
documents ain't
something
doing
that.
shit. She's got a man at the
Yeah,
yard.
well,
You're not
put it
seeing
this
the
way.
you.
Like I
It's just
said to
mad
you now.
right now.
Well, like I said to everyone on the panel, yeah, it's history now. So I can talk on it freely. Back then, I wouldn't really talk to everybody, just people that I've helped in a situation that I found myself in. Yeah, not this situation, obviously, but like
Okay, so
the
you've
thing
obviously
is,
walked people
I
through
was
this.
the
I hear
Oi,
you.
lead. I documented
Yeah.
the lead, the main guardian of my
can I say
childhood.
something as well? Can I say
You
something as
understand?
well?
Yeah.
Also,
Head
when I
scientist.
mentioned
Head
earlier on,
scientist. Forget it.
like when I mentioned earlier on, like in my nan and granddad and my dad's days, yeah, it was always the women at home looking after the children, yeah. Now check
Yeah.
this one. Plenty of my brethren
Yeah.
have told me that when they finish with their exes was always like, I need you to have them every Friday and Saturday night.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Can't work like that.
Now why do you
Yeah.
think
That's
that was?
madness.
Because you're the
Yeah.
babysitter.
Can't
And
work
then when
like
they're
that.
not going out,
uh,
yeah. Oh, yeah, this Saturday
you're the
and Sunday.
babysitter.
Yeah, but I always
But
have
you
them.
should still accept them
Wait, hold
days
on, hold on, hold
before
on.
you get more
This
days.
this is a common one as well,
Mm.
yeah, where they go Friday, Saturday night. Yeah, but I always have them Friday, Saturday night. Yeah, but I'm not going out with the girls, so I'll have them. Oh yeah, but you can't do that. You use them. No,
Oh,
that's not me using you.
You know, it don't work like that, bro. A lot of people it works for because they accept it. Yeah, it
I
doesn't
think you
have to
might
work
make
like that.
Natalie feel under pressure, man, because she jumped off. But
No, but
differently,
she
you
jumped
might
off
need to
because
stop breaking the law. You might need to stop
no,
breaking the
no, no.
law. You must know these things, bro. You must
What
know that you
it could
can't even argue
it
with a
could be
woman's emotions. Who told you was allowed to leave? Who gave you permission?
No, but bro,
Yo,
Yeah, I
bro,
hear
no one's
you.
talking
yo,
I
about
hear
Gully.
you.
leaving, man. Bro, some
It's
men,
Mr.
yeah, will
Dinosaur
leave knowing that they're
stumping,
leaving their
stumping.
child, and that's it. Like that's it. Like, but some men don't leave. They're just like forced out because they can't be there for them both. They can only be there for their child because that person doesn't want you to be a part of it. He just wants you to be a bit. And quite what I'm basically trying to say, where they get looked after
Okay.
is quite evident. House,
So,
they get the
can
house.
I just
You
ask
don't
a
get the
question?
house.
Why is everyone? Yeah. Okay. Can we obviously try to understand where the person might have gone wrong to end up in this situation? Because I'm saying you need to see the landmines before you step on them. Why would you allow it to get to the stage where your girl's
Clifford
getting
just said
dogged by another man?
he should have
You
never
can't
left,
see her
innit?
you.
That's what the
Why
problem is.
when
Like,
are we gonna like push our cards in? When are we pushing our
He should
cards
have
in and saying
surrendered.
this is enough? That was a bad
He should
decision.
have surrendered.
Like let's do it some other way.
He
This is
should
what
have
I'm trying to say,
surrendered.
innit? So if you're coaching anyone who's getting close to that position, yeah, you should have done what you could have done,
This
you
is what
know,
he should have done. Yeah, he should have
whatever.
said, "Look,
But
I'm
like
not an." He
when
should
it's
have
got
said, "I'm not an electrician no more. I've got nothing. I've got no car. Can you lend me some money?" He should have asked her to borrow some money. Yeah,
yeah,
so that she could feel really sorry for him, be like, "Ha
yeah,
ha ha." Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
Because that is
yeah,
the only way, bro.
yep.
Really,
So
she would have been off his back. But because she knows that he was doing that before, she was like, "Yeah, you could do it again."
yeah. I know one 20-year-old, or what is he? I think he's 22-year-old guy. And I said to him, like, things were going wrong in his relationship. And I said to him, look, if you fuck this up, you're not going to see your kid and she's going to get a next man. First of all, she got a next man that looks almost like him. That's how bad it is. But he looks like him, but he's a little bit taller and a little bit bigger. You understand?
Mm.
Yeah, mad like that.
Thing.
Mad like that. And I said to him, like, you're gonna have to accept all these things. And I told him this when the argument was so peaked between them. He didn't listen. Now she's with the new man. He's having problems seeing the kid. So I'm just saying, innit? Like sometimes you gotta see where you're going wrong. You know, if you make war with the woman, yeah, who's got your kid, your life is over. Trust me on that one. Like no man ain't
That's
telling
it,
me
bruv.
that the solution is to just put more fire. That ain't the
That's it,
solution.
bruv. Kill him with kindness. Don't send no angry texts. Don't give them any
Yeah.
excuse to say, "Oh look, this, that." Nah, just be direct.
No.
Make sure you turn up on time,
Yeah.
and you're good, bruv.
So
Yes.
Yeah.
what you saying?
If you're
So
poor,
in this situation, do you reckon your brethren actually used to turn up late? He didn't keep up to his end of the bargain.
nah, because boy, anytime he got his son, like he was there, bro. Because obviously he knew what she was like, innit? Do you know what I mean? Like I was saying to you, like they were trying to get back together, and then boom, like she does this madness.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
There is help out there for him though.
Yeah.
But look, imagine this: if you know that you have to get money off a man, yeah, and now he's got to pay back 3,500, yeah,
Mm.
you're up in it. What do you need? That's what I'm saying. What do these women need a man for?
Mm.
They're acting like men now.
They're
Mm.
trying to use the kids as revenues and all that. That
Yeah,
is just mad.
they can have how many
Because
baby
they
fathers?
feel that they can. That's why I had to stop that early, bruv. Like that's not gonna happen. Do you know what I mean? And I just I hold a couple people and yeah, this one
And
it,
this is
it
the
worked out for
wickedest
them, and
thing.
the other one it didn't really go too well. But
This is the
then
wickedest
saying
thing,
that
yeah.
he wasn't really a person who was like responsible. Do you get what I'm saying? So kind of mess
Yeah,
up
but
himself.
imagine she's got like three baby fathers, yeah, and each of them three
Mm-mm.
baby fathers. No, I'm just saying, yeah, or two. Imagine she's got
Yeah,
two of them baby fathers, yeah, and each of them two
yeah,
baby fathers are paying £300 a month, yeah. Now for
yeah.
her, they have to pay it, yeah, and for
It's
her,
a
she's getting all her
madness.
stuff paid for as well.
That is a
And guess what?
madness.
For her, every Friday, Saturday, because that's the only time they get to see them, they have no choice. So she's going out partying, bro,
Mm.
on
You're
your
saying one night
expenses.
stands
But the thing is,
is
but the thing
too
is,
mad,
that's
isn't
not
it?
his concern, though, is it?
Hey,
That's not his
That
concern, though,
is
is it?
hey, no, but bro, when you think about
that
it, yeah,
is a complete
imagine, imagine you're
wild
paying £500
situation.
and she's going to the club with.
I say your life is over.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah,
Nat, you're
no,
wicked,
but
you know.
that's why you see
No,
suicide
you're
rates.
wicked.
This is why
But you,
suicide rates are sky high. He's thinking, "Fuck yeah, I'm just
Nat,
gonna top, but I'm gonna do it."
Nat, you're
Bang.
wicked. Hey, Nat, you're wicked,
Then
you
it's
know.
done.
I don't know if your
Yeah,
brethren is listening in, you know. But hey, like, he's a wicked guy. Like, here's the thing, yeah.
yeah,
It's like that's.
yeah,
Do you know what it is? It's such law, innit? It's one of them things
yeah,
where you should have thought about that before, innit?
yeah.
It's no
Bro,
time
You're not
let me
gonna
tell
to
you
sod
something.
law
really
on it.
move
Let me tell you what I'm
No, you
backwards.
want
noticing,
some
yeah?
sort of
No,
hey.
hold on. Let me land, yeah. Let me land, yeah.
Uh,
Like, it's no point moving backwards because what's done is done now. So, what his main concern really isn't nothing what she's doing in her life unless she's doing something negative that can have a negative impact on the child. Yeah, his main concern is that he's doing what he's doing, and
yeah, but
it's
bro,
rectifiable. You
enough
get what I'm
is
saying? Like these.
enough, man. There's violations, bro, yeah? That a child that's like, what, 7 years old is getting £500 a month, yeah? Getting free school dinners, free council house. You know, mum's getting her money for the child as well. And
Yeah,
dad's pumping in £500 and then mum's going out on a Friday night, Saturday night. Bro, you're paying, bro. That's the sucker punch, bro. Like
mm.
certain man have to, certain man woke up and were like, what? You know what? I think I better go court, you know, because I could be paying these court people this instead of this. That £500 has
Or
got to go to
or
court.
what he can do
I hear that
is
side
just
as well. I hear that.
he, what he can do if he's paying that money, just go and get a lawyer in it, a solicitor or something,
Exactly.
and so it's like a
Yeah,
cry like cry wolf in it
in
because
one
end of the
hand and out
day
the other.
because there is things put in place. If he approach the courts and say, listen, there's a form that I need, someone told me about, and it's like, I'm taking my ex half to court in regards to my child. So there's a name for it. I'm not around the papers right now. Yeah, right. And they will
Yeah.
know which one it is, bro. And they say, oh, this one's like, do you know what I'm saying? And they will point what he needs to do. So before he needs to pay a solicitor, yeah, it's something that you can put a form that you put forward to the judge, bro. The judge will read it in their time and say, okay. And if they agree or disagree, that's when you take it to the next step. Now, when he approaches a solicitor, it's curtains for her. And if he's savvy, like he's good with his papers now, yeah, like
Yeah,
he's
that's
keeping
got to be a
a note.
paternity form. It's not paternity then.
Now I don't know about that one. I never feel in one of them. I don't know what that.
Yeah,
I can't. I just think I haven't got the
yeah.
papers to
No, you
hand.
got to prove paternity before anything's happening for you. You know,
Right. So here's the
like
thing. Yeah.
anyone who knows about this situation knows paternity is the first thing you got to prove before you can make any
I,
application.
I'm not gonna lie.
Unless you're
2007
married.
for
If
me
you're married, then
is
you
a
can still
long
make
time ago. Yeah.
application.
But I've got the documents in my filing cabinet anyway. Yeah. And the thing is, they will know once it's put forward to the judge, and if she declines, it's over, isn't it? Like
Mm,
it's over for her. Yes, he
mm.
may have to pay her money, but if she doesn't turn up, it's over. Like the court sees it in in his favor anyway. I'm not gonna lie, like that's what I mentioned earlier. There's some man there's a lot of man
In that sense, you
that you
can
think
trade
like
her in it. You're no, of course, you're talking about spinning her in court. Yeah, I agree. You could spin her in court. I would not say that. That's so. Yeah, that's an angle you could do it. Yeah, I got no problem with
You
that.
the
have to
government
do
will
it,
put it
bro.
this
You know, that's
way,
obvious
yeah.
that that could be
It's the
done. But
only way because you know, like you said, like with you know, like all right, sure. When you said that, like you know, if it can be sorted out without the courts, yeah, the thing is, it's like imagine what you were explaining that, yeah, is that this woman
yeah, but
is
you're
a
giving her
psychopath. Like
that same
she's
treatment. You're saying don't give me.
not what you
No,
I
see
what
this
just
I'm
want
woman,
trying to
yeah.
your
say is, what I'm
No,
trying to
Nat,
say
but
is,
you
ever since
correct
they
me if I'm
gave,
wrong, Nat, but you said that
yeah,
this woman's like a bit
thinking
of
of
a
there and beating her.
narcissist, bro.
Like, why do you want to do that
yeah,
to me?
but by rights, I tell you why,
She's
because she's worked
mm,
out the game, because she's got this option to be a single woman, and because they always give the child needs rearing by the mum. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, but because she can play the system, yeah, and the system doesn't mind because if the system knows you're gonna put £500 into the system by paying a solicitor, the system doesn't matter. The system don't care because it knows you're gonna be in the system paying, and they love it. So that's why they gave these women an option, yeah. Oh, if you're not happy,
Mm.
this is an excuse. And that's why they gave these men, oh, well, you know what? They do get looked after. No, they don't, bro. Well, yes, they do, but they're getting
Yeah.
double looked after. And the money as well is
I'm
going
not. I'm
one
not. I'm
side.
sorry on that.
Mm.
It doesn't sound like he's pushing the weight. He's not pulling his weight, fam. But then what I'm saying, like,
Bro,
do you know what I'm saying? It's like
bro,
he hasn't
he's had
stepped
one
to the
little,
courts to see what. Yeah,
he had one little lapse, yeah, and
yeah.
she's all banging him 3,500. Now, they could have gone to court, like he's saying, but then when he said that, he was like, right, it's going to cost me this, and, you know, blah, blah, blah. But obviously now, that's what
Terrible
he's
way
going
of
to have to do,
living.
innit?
Yeah, he doesn't. Who said that? She said that. Nah, bro, it doesn't work like
Yeah, because
that.
what he was saying is,
Automatically,
he said, yeah, I'll,
the child goes to the woman. Automatically, the
yeah,
child goes to the woman
yeah,
automatically, yeah, to the mum,
yeah,
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 to the
yeah,
mother,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Cool.
yeah,
However, there are things they're put in place. There are there are avenues put in place for mans to go. You with me? But no one's pushing that. Like they don't advertise it. If he steps
mm,
to the court, like walk to the court and say,
So
look,
what
this
is
is
the
my
avenue
situation,
now?
they're gonna appoint him on where he needs to go. This is saying if he steps to the court and asks to say that someone's basically mentioned that I have to step to the court because obviously there's a birth certificate involved. The power of a birth certificate. Yeah? My name's on the birth certificate. I'm being kept away from my child. I haven't done anything wrong. I don't know where to go. I feel suicide. You don't want to say that, but don't want to say that. Don't want to say it. Like, but like he's lost.
Ah,
Like he hasn't got anywhere to go.
yeah,
They will
because
appoint him
yeah,
to
do you know
what step
why?
he needs
Because
to
he has
take
to pay.
next.
You have to pay those people.
No win, no fee. What are you talking about?
Yeah, and
okay, but you're going through
yeah,
a
obviously,
journey of a
now
birth
obviously
certificate.
now he's got no
Like,
choice. That's what I'm trying to say. But
obviously,
it
through the
takes
birth
people.
certificate, that is a legal document. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, but what? Yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. But what I'm trying to say here, bro, it's like it's
They
so
want they
mad that
they want their money from him, no matter
it's
what,
so
right?
mad that you have to pay some next stranger, yeah, to
Mm.
certify your son. That's what I'm basically trying to say, or your daughter. It's so mad that you have to
Yeah.
pay somebody to say, yeah, right, this is what you two are
Okay.
gonna do,
Yeah.
yeah. And then after you've paid it, she don't pay it, you do,
No, yeah.
yeah. All the solicitors, everything.
Okay. From that avenue, I'm you're gonna someone's gonna have to correct me, yeah. I don't think there's any way around that though. Like that's the standard, like man provide, innit? If you're not
Yeah.
able to
So
provide, it doesn't mean that he's not allowed to see his youth. So all what he's saying is
okay,
got to pay a lawyer or do this and that. Somewhere you're gonna have to pay money anyway. That's just how the
okay,
tax works. Do you know what I
okay.
mean?
So imagine a pet that you're fond of, yeah, like you're fond of a cat. Now imagine you're paying for a cat. Yeah, imagine you
No,
go
it's not the
and
same
pay.
narrative.
Yeah,
It's
but
not the
bro,
same.
imagine your son, yeah.
I can't
Imagine your
believe
son,
that
yeah.
you just come
No,
and
but
brought up
bro,
a flipping a
bro,
pet, bro.
bro,
Like
bro, bro,
that's not the same.
bro, bro. Imagine, yeah, your
I
son or
can't.
your daughter,
I can't.
your
A man
son or
can
your
walk away
daughter,
from a pet though.
yeah, your son or your daughter, yeah, that you made with somebody, yeah,
Yeah, go
you
on.
have, you have to start
Uh,
paying to see them, but you have to do it. You can't just do it between the mum. You have to do it. You have to pay somebody first, so they're validating you.
yeah,
How
yeah.
mad is that?
Of course.
Hey, Natty.
That's just,
Natty, he's
bro.
calling you Nat. That's a
That's.
par. Why is he calling you Nat? Because your name's Natty and he's calling you Nat. That's a par. Why
I
is
don't
man
know,
doing
because
Nah,
that?
you know
not
what it
not
is.
people
I
call me
heard
that, man.
someone say Nat, yeah. So I'll just stick it to Nat
Yeah.
car. I can't see anything on this screen. You get what I'm saying? On my screen, I'm just seeing pictures.
Yeah,
So I pick up on
that's
what,
that
so I
now.
say, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, sure. Like I don't really know nothing about these. If I press something, I might get kicked out. I don't know,
yeah,
bruv. Like I'm just like leave it as it
See,
is. You feel me? I ain't really mess around with that.
yeah.
But moving on, yeah.
No,
What I'm saying is, yeah,
I
mm,
understand.
that's just
Understand.
that's
Yeah,
we're all slaves to the system.
that's what I'm trying to
So
say, bro.
yeah,
unfortunately, someone's gonna have to pay. Even if let's just say hypothetically, yeah, like check this night. He's seeing you
yeah,
every Saturday, Sunday, whatever. Yeah,
yes.
cool, and he's still got to pay, whether they're together or not. So I don't see the
Hmm.
problem. We're all slaves to the system. Right?
Yes.
Everyone's got that is a cattle in it, and it got an
Hmm.
N9 number waiting for them. You get it?
Mm.
They want their money. They want their
But
money.
Yeah.
that's why I'm seeing a lot of young bucks renting places with their missus, but they're not council, they're renting. But I'm seeing them saying, look, it's better off together for the child, you know, because apart is tearing us apart, like
Yeah.
everyone's mash up.
Mm.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yes.
And also, while they're renting, they're obviously housing benefit coming through lovely. So it's all blessed either way. That rent is just being made amazing.
I mean, bigger than a big. I mean, to be honest, yeah, it gets even deeper. In what you're talking about, yeah, it gets deeper because you see what it is. It's like it's taken away. She's actually taken it. She's doing the beast's job in it. Like she's taken an important vessel from that
Yeah,
child's
man.
life. Innit? You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like it's so necessary. I'll be hate to know that he's doing that as well. But to be fair, that's not the argument, right? So I'm just gonna brush that quick. I'm just should just elaborate on it slightly.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? To put it in the air. However, yeah, if he's doing what he's supposed to do, and she's just saying nah, she's part of that problem to society, isn't it? Like she is like she's a slave, she's a sucker, she's a sellout to the system, innit? For the love of money.
Basically, yeah.
You know what? In a situation like that, would there be a situation where you might have to bang her in her face just to like avoid any problems?
Fucking hell! Oh my word!
Or you might choose another body part to hit,
Flipping it!
yeah, just to like make that situation understand that I'm not no idiot boy. You
No,
understand? Like,
no, 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 no,
it's
no,
not
no, no.
your
I
man
think
thing.
that's
What
Pandora's
do you
box.
think?
That's Pandora's box there, bro. Like
Yeah,
she will be so happy you did that.
yeah,
She'll be happy. It's like it's a done. It's a
mm,
wrap. It's a wrap. That's a wrap.
yeah,
That's like that. You might as well commit suicide. Like
Yeah,
that's
that's it
just
done, bro.
kamikaze.
You're
Yeah, that's a
finished.
wrap. You
word,
finish. Fuck, you know, like it's over. It couldn't be more over. Like
yeah. So yeah,
they thought it was all over.
no,
It is
it's
now like
definitely
that
over.
type of
But
shit.
what I'm saying is, it's like, yeah, yeah, yeah,
Fuck, you know.
yeah.
So
The
what I'm
stress that
saying is,
comes with
yeah,
that is immense. But I'm
back
saying,
in the
like, if
days,
you
yeah,
done it in a way, yeah,
back in the days, yeah, we didn't have this choice, yeah, to be
go on,
so
bro.
reckless, yeah. So basically, you don't
Yeah,
have to wear a condom. You don't have to wear a condom, yeah. You can say straight after the sex, do you know what?
Nope.
When you have that baby, it's gonna be a bastard, just like me, right? Do you think she's gonna have the kid?
Yeah.
No. But what option does she have? She has a pill. She has a pill.
hey, blood,
Yeah.
you're terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So check this one out, right? Now
Mm.
she could turn around and go, yeah. Well, guess
That's
what?
mad.
I'm gonna have this child, and you're gonna be paying for it, yeah, for the rest of your life. And when I tell you to jump, and when you want to see it or whatever, even if you don't want nothing to do with it, you're gonna have to have something to do with it
Yeah.
because that's the law. So now we have
Yeah.
options where people can be
That's good.
that way.
Once again, you got to file
We
application for
don't.
that and give up
We don't, because
parentage.
like you said, yeah,
That's
it
the
goes to the
application you need to
mother.
fill out.
Yeah, the child
You
goes
know,
to the mother,
might
so
be able
we
to do
don't
it
have the
online.
option, bro.
If he says you don't want the youth though, and she said you're gonna
What
have
I'm
it,
saying,
you're
if you're
whether
so
you like it or not.
inclined,
I'll say, well, it ain't mine. At the end of the day, you're gonna have to do a blood test, and I'll be
Yeah, but she,
swerving that for
she put
18 years. You can swerve it. You can swear that for 18 years, mate.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Obviously,
but you know how
obviously you can do that.
us real men are though.
But I
Yeah,
would
we
say a better way would just be to say to her, like,
yeah, I
I would
can't
just
leave
give
out
up
blood.
parentage. Just tell her, look, you can take your bullshit parentage. I don't want it. And then you'd have to know that the female in her head, she's gonna say, no, I still want my UTCs, dad, even though you're giving up parentage. So you've taken that one out anyway. You don't never have to pay for that child. You know what I'm saying?
All right,
Yeah, but
let's
my
say
man's
Certain
saying
people are
she
on,
sugar.
don't care
and
about that. She
then
just wants her
that's when it's
money.
checkmate for that lady.
She
Yeah.
wants her money though. In
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
but you're
scenario,
not
she
getting
just
no
wants her
money.
money. She don't really care for
I
nothing.
can give you money when I want to give you money now
She,
because I've changed the power struggle.
yeah, but my man said she's put up 3,000
Like the
something
curve is
X, Y,
gonna
and Z
change.
red
When you
to
get
fight
money,
him.
you get money.
yeah. Like, what about Dwight York with Jordan?
Yeah, that's mad.
He told him even in the
Yeah,
beginning of the relationship, I don't want
him
nothing to
getting
do with you.
disabled, Pitney. You know.
You know,
Yeah.
he even told her
Look
in
at
the
him
beginning of
ducked
the
up,
relationship
look
that
on
was
the
it.
belly, and say,
And then,
yeah,
all
yes,
right, Suge, if you
Yeah.
let's say you was
that's
drunk,
exactly what
yeah.
happened. And
Let's say you was drunk, yeah, and you was at like a star party, yeah,
yeah,
like an A-list party, right? And let's say like you woke up in the morning and
okay,
like you woke up next to
yes.
Susan Boyle, yeah, and she says you're having a child. Would you deny it or
Ah,
would you get involved?
bruh. You know something? I would say first of all, I know that's gonna be an easy delivery. My child's just gonna slip out. You know, there's gonna be no problems. We
Oh,
can't
is
manage
that
this one or
right?
anything like that. Oh, oh, that's a madness.
So now,
That's a
Like,
madness.
what can I
now,
do?
what,
Literally, like, what can I
Yeah.
do? I'll just be like, yeah.
what do you think he should do then? What do you think your break?
Oh,
Boy, you know what? Yeah, because it's blood. I'm gonna have to own that. I can't this because it's like, you know what? If you dash away your own blood, yeah, it's like you're dashing away your part of yourself. You know what I mean? Like, boy,
you're right. You know, fuck me. He's right. He's right. Yes.
you know what I'm
And
saying? But
it is deep, but sometimes you got to do it yeah, but sometimes you got to do it in a kind of way where you got to show some people, if you ever try to dictate with me, you need to understand I'm the most evil bastard out there. You
all right, one
understand?
more,
Like,
yeah. You know,
basically, if you're saying we're throwing kids off the cliff,
mm,
then we're hurling them off the cliff together. Like, don't get it twisted. You're gonna burn, everyone's gonna burn. That's what cutthroat means. That's why they say in court, never have a cutthroat case, because
all right, one more,
everyone's
yeah.
gonna like,
You see now these girls
everyone
mess about
burns.
with
You
makeup
know?
online, yeah. You see makeup transformations, yeah. What if, yeah,
Yeah.
like you're at the same scenario, yeah, but you woke up and the woman, it was an actual woman, but she looked like the thing out of the Goonies.
Yeah.
Would you still like claim the child?
To be honest, that's too far, man. Come on, that's way too far. Someone like the Goonies. That okay. Yeah, I don't think I would. I really don't think I would. Um, hello,
There's
Natalie.
nothing wrong with the child, though.
Yeah,
There's nothing wrong with the
Um,
child.
you're being a bit
Easy.
rude about women, boys.
Nah,
I'm
we
just
love
saying.
women, man. Not all women. Not all
Okay,
women.
tell us what we're going wrong.
Well, if you're having one night stands and getting girls pregnant, then it's your responsibility as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Because you should be
I
wearing
agree.
condoms at the end of the day.
Yeah,
So if you get a woman pregnant and she
but
wants to keep
you
the
lot
baby,
decide if we keep them.
yeah, but I wouldn't have an abortion. But I wouldn't expect that man to be part of the child's life if he
Yeah,
didn't want
a
him.
lot of women do.
But I wouldn't, you see, because I'm not a bitch. And
Yeah,
I never use
that's
my
true
kids
as
as
well.
weapons. I never slagged their dad off, even though he was an abusive. See you next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do
and
you think
I
it could have
mean,
worked? Could there have been a way to make it work?
make what work?
The relationship. Was there any possible way that it could have worked?
What, me and my ex-husband? No, because he shoved me into the front door in
Yeah.
front of my kids. So that was it.
I
I wasn't
know,
going to
but
bring my
could you
kids
look
up
past that?
thinking. I wasn't going to bring my kids up like my daughter, thinking that's how
All right,
women should
how
be
about
treated.
this?
Thinking that's how you should treat women.
I hear
Yeah.
you. I hear you. I fully
Mm.
hear you, but what if, do you accept that there's women that have got past that? There's many women that have got past that. You know that yourself.
What do you mean? Past what?
Like there's women
Getting
that have
pushed.
been through that and still made the relationship work. Like they've been pushed just as badly as you was pushed, and
Mm.
they still stayed and they never caused any commotion. Yes, the
Because
man
I
was in
was
the doghouse for
miserable.
a long time. Life was hell for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but look, he was in problems for a long time. He was not allowed to show any signs of aggression for, we're talking like coming on 2 years after, to recover from that situation. But it kind of got the result that he wanted, and I don't know, it just worked out the way it worked out. So
Don't get me wrong, it can work, but it wouldn't work with me and my ex because he was, he used to gaslight me all the time and put me down and call me a failure and just ran me down, and I ended up like a shell of a person. So, and I was miserable, and I thought that it's
yeah,
not good for the kids to see this.
could you say
Mm.
that was within?
Would I say what?
Was it
Sorry.
within a little bit? Was it only what someone was making you think? Like, was any of that mentality from within you? Was some of them emotions and thoughts coming from you, or was it him pushing them onto you? This is what I'm asking.
I don't know. I think probably a bit of both because I was bullied quite badly at school, and then like I married a bloody bully, didn't
That's
I?
quite honest.
So I had like insecurities, a lot of insecurities, and I'm quite shy and quiet. And he knew how to push all my buttons, and he knew how to like,
Mm,
he we'd have an argument, and I'd say you said this, and he'd say no, I didn't. I never said that. You're crazy, that
okay.
kind of thing, and it makes you feel like which is gaslighting, and
No
it
one
makes you
told
feel
him the secret.
responsible.
Got to let him win. Yeah.
Well, I never used to argue with him. It's like my best mate, right, who's going to be back in a minute. If we have an argument, yeah, I can't argue with her. I have to wait till a few hours later and
Yeah.
go, "You were a bitch," then, and she'll be like, "Yeah, sorry," and that's what it was like with my
Yeah.
ex-husband. Sorry, that's my door. Hang on.
Okay. Well, I think.
Hello.
Yeah. Yeah. I fully hear what she's saying, and it's nice to hear obviously the female perspective. That you can understand where we go wrong and places where we might be able to improve. So, yeah, big up your
Sorry.
friend if your friend's there.
I
You
haven't
know.
finished that.
Yeah, I said.
3 chicken nuggets. Yeah, that's all yours. How'd you know it's nice? Yeah. Sorry, I'm just talking about chicken nuggets.
Yeah, yeah. Do your thing. Chicken nuggets. Hope you got your sauce. Hope you got everything there you
Got
need.
mint dip. Yogurt and mint
No, I
dip.
was just saying it's
It's
okay.
what?
That's nice. That's definitely
Yeah,
nice.
eating a bit late.
That's nice. That's really nice. No, so what? Sometimes you got to enjoy life. So you're basically saying there was no recovery. That's what I'm getting from this in that
No,
situation.
no recovery at all.
Okay.
No,
Ah,
because he was
that's
too
worst case
abusive. What's
scenario.
the point in
I would say.
being
So
in a
what did
relationship
he
where
do?
you're miserable? What did he
Okay.
do? He was just
Yeah.
abusive, like
Like
mentally
I know you said
abusive.
about the bad thing, but okay.
Would you
Okay,
want
that's
your
not
kids growing
okay.
up
Well,
in an
maybe
environment like that?
this was a situation where you done the right thing. Then.
I did do the right
No, I
thing.
think you done the right thing. From hearing from
Yeah,
what
I
you're
did.
saying, it sounds like you done the right thing. Yeah, sounds like that.
Yeah. You know,
Yeah.
I did it for my kids
Um,
because I didn't want them growing up
in this
watching that.
scenario, definitely
Yeah.
no, no. Well done. I was just exploring if like sometimes there could be similar situations without the psychopath inside the house, just someone who's
Yeah.
done it a spare of the moment bad thing. In them situations, I think it's recovery, and there's
Yeah.
no other exaggerating factor involved with anything else
Yeah.
bad that's going on. It was just that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. That is different. So
And you know, if
there's
it's a
different
one
ways
time,
to deal with
I
that
mean,
situation.
if a bloke ever hit me,
Um,
I'd be guilty straight away. But you know, an argument is an argument. Everyone argues, don't they? You know, but it's when it gets personal and
yes, but you
vindictive.
lot can't hit men either, because like
No. I'd never hit a
yes,
man.
but because when they get hit, yeah, okay, because just so you know, this man only hit back. Remember that this story that we're referring to, it was a man that
I
hit
don't
back,
agree
so
with
he
that.
was hit first,
See?
and he's been hit many times before that.
I don't
Exactly.
agree with that.
Yeah, that's bad. Yeah, and so that happens a lot, by the way. I've even seen that in like older generations. I've seen a 70-year-old hit her 70-year-old husband or however old he was. So it happens in all ages,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
But don't you
And I
think
don't
like
know
now our
why they have to
generation
beat
just throw
down
away
so hard on that.
relationships?
Yeah,
You know, like my
I
grandparents were
do.
together
This is what I'm trying to say.
for
I
50,
definitely
60
do.
years. Nowadays, we just don't try, I
Yeah.
suppose. And we're just like, well, we'll just move on to the next one.
Okay.
But, you know,
Yes. No, I agree.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I
We
haven't
don't. We
moved on.
don't
I
try at all. We
imagine,
don't put in enough work.
no,
Anything like that.
you've got to work at a relationship to make it work. It's not easy. It's not an easy thing. You have to like put in the effort
Mhm.
and still have the romance and still have sex. And, you know, even when
Yeah.
you've got the kids, you've got to make the effort, haven't
Yeah.
you?
And
Like,
I would
not,
say that has to be every day, hopefully.
yeah,
Yeah.
you can't just walk around in
Can we just
sweatpants
declare that
and
that's correct? We're not gonna be trying to put on no, you're not gonna put me on no Saturday only, or you're not gonna try waste most of the week and then suddenly I appear and then you're asleep. You can't keep doing them ones. Do you understand? It's like it's gotta be we gotta be able to look at like a month and say, look, within this month I was able to get this much, or because you're trying to tell me that you was always available but I only got this little. That don't make sense. So let's
what are you talking about
find out
sex?
what exactly is going wrong here. Even to the
Oh,
yeah, even to the point where you're having to say, look, I'm quickly just gonna go here, blah blah blah, then I'll be back. Just wait for me, kind of thing,
no.
because you know that that person will be asleep, even though you might have seen a light upstairs 2 seconds before they were asleep somehow. So this is what I'm saying. This becomes a problem in long-term relationships, believe it or not.
Mm.
Um, and it's like everything is perfect. You're not arguing. Like you love each other, you have fun together, everything. But that person just tries to, it's not that interested anymore. Um, and it could be from both sides. Put it that way. I think they even say it's natural. You know. I don't know what your views are, and should men be treated like that?
Well, no.
Yeah.
It's equality, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't think that's right. Yeah. No, but specifically, what about the whole argument? Oh, but I don't feel like it, kind of thing. And it's a bit
You've
like,
got to
okay, but
accept
when
that,
I
haven't you?
give you massages and all that, I don't necessarily feel like standing there, or when you ask me to go there for you, I don't necessarily feel like doing it, but I'll do it. But then the excuse, I don't feel like it's thrown in your face.
Well, I don't know because I'm
How do
never
you
like
deal with that?
that. I'm never like that, you see. So
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. But
Well,
you
I've
might you might
obviously
say
had,
that, but what is your longest relationship?
I was with my ex-husband 14 years. So
Oh wow, then you got the right to speak on this, to be
yeah,
fair. Mm. Okay,
He
then it sounds like he was just taking the piss then, from what
well,
I'm
he never
hearing.
wanted sex. He used to sit downstairs and watch porn while I was in bed.
Oh
He
my
was,
lord.
yeah, I know. He's an absolute arsehole.
Oh, can I? Was he? Yeah, that's. I don't know why someone would do that. To be honest with you, the only thing I would say is that maybe you didn't initiate, and he
Oh,
felt
he
like
did.
he was had to come to you. So eventually, no, this
Oh,
is,
believe me, I tried to initiate on
okay,
many an occasion. Um, it was kind of
okay,
sex. It was
every
like,
single day.
well, not every single day. I mean, he used to go to work at 7 and get home at 9.
Yeah,
And he just
okay.
used to drink his 4 beers and smoke his spliff and be a moody ass,
Yeah,
basically. Um,
that's not right. That's not right.
no, and I've
Okay,
been
can I
single for
ask you this then? Was it the fact that you kept saying that okay, that's fair enough. But was it that you took too long to orgasm, basically? That's what it was. And where he could be done in like 10, 15 minutes, you're needing an extra amount of time and he just don't feel like he wants to spend that time, especially when he's working from 7 to 9.
I don't know. Never really thought about it like that.
You must
But
have
it's,
done.
I don't know. We've been split up 6 years. It's hard to think back. I mean, I didn't
Okay, you mean like
orgasm a lot
that.
of the time.
See? That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was,
So here we have the problem.
him,
So why
get
why didn't you?
well, because it's an effort for him, isn't it? More of an effort for him.
Exactly.
It takes women
So
longer,
why
doesn't
in
it?
situations like that, yeah, exactly. Then I would say a good deal would be is that I make sure that this just stays strong, but you got to do all the work for it. Isn't that a fair deal? Basically, the person who goes on top, to be blunt. It's like if you're arguing for it, okay, I'll make sure that this works. You do it then. Is
Okay.
that fair?
Yeah.
That's fair. So that means in a relationship there shouldn't be that many problems then, really. You know. Um,
Yeah.
so we've obviously seen here that the breakdown
Yeah.
basically came from the bedroom. That's where the breakdown came from.
Didn't come from the
And that's
bedroom.
quite
It came
shocking,
from
to be
him
honest.
being abusive. Um,
Okay, okay. So but
but
what,
I
are you sure you was not getting angry because you weren't getting orgasms,
mean,
and that was affecting you
he used to
day
call
to
me
day?
vanilla, but
Orgasms, and that was
oh,
affecting you day to day.
that's not like that's bullshit.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So it didn't have nothing to do with the fact that you was an orgasm.
Sorry, say that again.
I just think if he was not like, if you were not compatible in the bedroom, then that's what broke down the relationship. And you thought everything else he did was wrong after that. You judge him for everything
No,
because of a
no,
situation.
no. Because the sex was great when we first got together.
Okay, but that was a major factor. Okay, and what happened?
Don't know.
Exactly, nothing probably changed on his side. What happened to the woman? Like something happened. Like some people are saying that using toys can damage internals,
Mm. Well, I'm fucked then.
can reduce sensation. Yeah, that's what they're saying. I don't know. Who knows? It might be bullshit. It could just be in certain cases. I don't know.
Well, I use toys quite a lot,
Yeah,
so
but this is what they're saying. Okay, maybe you just got the excitement in your head, and because you allowed that thing to die in your head, you could not reach where you wanted to reach with that guy. This is obviously what I believe. But if it was
but he
any
never
random
wanted it.
wasteman off the road, you'd be so excited just because
He
it's
never
new.
wanted it. He was like the woman. He was like, I'm too tired. or oh, I've got a headache, or because I'd like it every day and I never got it, and I'd try and initiate, but I would
Yeah, but
never get it.
I can't believe that situation could be reversed like that. I've
Honestly,
never been through that in my life where the shoes
Hey,
wouldn't
after that
fit.
last line, you need to play that song. What's that song? Super Freak. Hey, listen. I'm sorry. Every day, every day.
No, but I'm confused. It's like,
Yo,
it's like in a situation. It's like
Shit. I was enjoying listening to you lot
look
chat
for your
though. Still,
team.
I just
in
spammed
a
the life out
situation
of
like that.
Discord listening to you lot. That was funny still. Big up yourselves, man.
Okay.
Yo, Shipper. Someone fill
Yeah.
me in car. My
No,
internet
it's
dropped, and I don't know what. I missed out on a lot.
These are talking about relationships and people wanting to have sex every day versus who don't want to have sex every day. And I'm just listening. I'm listening. They got energy. They're young
Sounds
still,
deep.
you
It
know, like
sounds
that. They're
healthy.
young. No, I'm playing. I'm playing.
it's
No, it's a good conversation though. Don't let me
no,
invade. Don't let
it's
me
basically
invade. I'm listening.
we tried to get to the crux. Yeah, we just tried to get to the crux of obviously where that relationship broke down, and I think when we come to it, we realized why. I guess the lady was feeling that she was always being violated or something bad was being done to her.
Yeah,
That's because
yeah,
her shit weren't getting mashed up in the bed, and it was affecting her
yeah,
whole body, making her toxic without even knowing it,
yeah,
because she was being poisoned from the inside. Because
yeah.
Okay.
she ain't busting no cannons, or there ain't
Yeah,
no
he was watching
connection there
Right,
porn
between
right,
and
them
right.
two.
stuff while
Yeah.
she's in bed
So
waiting and probably
yes,
feeling away. He's watching porn and wanking away, and it was
that's a
all
mad
it
thing.
was upsetting. It was upsetting for her.
Mad
So I
thing.
get it, man. I get it. But
Yeah.
it's jokes and banter, so we still have to laugh
You
about
know
it, man.
what? At least
Right.
About
Man,
oh
Come
no.
on, man. Come on,
I,
man. That was
look,
funny. He was
can I
wanking
just
away.
say this one little thing? Can I
What? What?
can I just say with her, if obviously I spoke, if I misspoke at a term and I tried to place words where I shouldn't have
No, you
placed
didn't,
words,
man.
I
No, you
wanna
didn't, man.
I want definitely her to understand I was sensitive around this subject.
No, you're good, man. You're
She,
good, man. I was
she's
enjoying
There's
that
no
conversation. We'll have to
insensitivity.
get Natalie back. Let me try
Yeah,
and
but
get
I'm just saying,
Natalie
I
back.
just want to explain the situation.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get her back for you,
Yeah,
man. Don't worry, man.
there was no
I'm gonna shoot something. I'm gonna
insensitive.
start spamming
Yeah,
again.
yeah,
Give me
no
one
problem.
second.
But I'm just making that clear either way, you know. But it was it's a mad situation. But from time she told me she was not, them things weren't busting daily, and they were never busting. In fact, I realized that was a ticking time bomb being created, and then you got your big problem. You should have done anything you could have done to make that shit work.
So what happened? Like, so basically, she didn't want
Suddenly,
to know him no more.
nah, my man's upstairs
yeah,
bashing out on porn up and she's
exactly.
downstairs like,
Oh, what? So he didn't want to know her.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
she said
okay.
Habib show. The Habib show he was doing it to. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
No.
yeah.
She feels the type of way. She ran off. Like, that's
stop
crazy.
it, man. Stop it, man.
Yeah.
He's out the closet.
It's great. Yeah, but yeah.
That is cheap.
Boy.
That is different.
Yeah, it's mad.
Not to throw
It's
salt in a room that she can
I
hear,
don't know
but
how we
it's
got
just
so
like,
deep, but
oh, whoa.
yeah. I mean, to be honest with you, the question is, how would you feel as a woman knowing that you're lying there, you got a pussy between your legs, but no one want it, like, them not want it. You understand? Like they don't come check for it, nothing. That's devastation. That will turn
That
a
must be a
person
lot for her.
crazy. Do you see what this is how I worked out where it came from? Yeah, of course. You know,
Yeah, she said she's coming
like,
back to chat
that
to
shit's
you, man.
painful.
You're
I'm
good.
thinking
You're
that's
good.
ultimate rejection.
That is, man.
Ah, yeah, yeah. So we can obviously hear the importance of it, and what the
Yeah,
aspects
it would be
were,
nice to know
why
how
they
she feels. I
accepted
didn't
it,
hear how she feels
basically.
about it because, to be
Yeah,
real, that's I, well, I don't
she's here
even. I'm
now to
lost for
tell
words. I
us
don't know what to say.
how she feels.
What you saying? What you saying?
Yeah,
360.
she's
You
here
was
to tell.
watching porn too.
Ah,
Yeah.
You was watching porn
say that
too.
again.
You was
Mum
watching
was a
porn too.
mum was a
Bad
10,
man don't do them thing though.
maybe
I
8
know
to
Natty
10
Yeah,
watches
and
porn.
9 and
on fire
7s.
upon them.
Hey Natty,
Huh?
You know what I
Yeah,
you
mean?
can't
Like
even
them
lie
ones
about
there,
watching
boy.
porn. So you sent some porn. You sent some porn in the group. I saw it. You was watching
Yeah, I
porn.
get sent porn, man. I get sent porn every day.
oh,
I hear you. Do you ever knock one out to the porn?
so man
Nah,
knocking out in
bro,
the
come
van,
on. What a waste, bro.
closing them
Bro,
doors,
what a waste,
coming at
bro.
the side,
Bro, man,
bit
I
I,
ain't got
tissue
all
in
that
hand.
energy, bro. I'm 38,
Can't
Oh
even
bro. I
man,
don't
stand
need
up
all that.
straight in the van. Bow on his head, shaking one eye.
little bit of shower gravy. Fuck you know,
Hey,
mate. Fuck you. Hey,
hey,
behave, behave. I'm sorry, that was funny.
Oh,
so go on, Natalie.
I'm
So,
sorry.
how the situation make you feel, Natalie?
that's despicable.
You what? Sorry.
Well, how does the situation make you feel, though?
What
From a
situation?
woman's.
What, him watching porn? I didn't care that he watched porn. I'd be more worried if a bloke
Yeah.
didn't watch porn.
is he a black man or white man?
White man.
Oh,
I wouldn't call him a man though. He's a prick.
Right, so you're not, I take it you're not together again, obviously.
No,
I missed
we
out on a
don't
lot.
want you to white
No,
bash. That's not what we're saying.
we've been split up 6 years now.
Oh, so you found someone
Yeah, but
else
I
then?
just think there must have been a testosterone problem because, like, us men are dogs. We would literally take almost anything a healthy man would take. It's so he must have had a serious sign going on
You speak for
psychologically, man,
yourself, my friend. You speak.
because we're gonna bang it. That's
You speak for yourself. Oh shit, you on that Hong Kong food?
Oh
Wagwan
my
dog, yo doggy,
word!
yo dog.
Yo,
yeah, yeah. It's like, boy, it's a real thing, you know.
Yo dog,
Yeah,
yo dog. You
but
have to be
it
about
can't
that,
because
right? You know.
think for yourself.
Natalie's saying that
Yo,
he's bashing out to flipping to Habib and shit. Like, what the hell?
don't make
So
me
Natalie,
laugh.
so Natalie, so you moved on now, yeah?
Then what?
I think they said the
So
Habib
Natalie,
shit.
you moved on now, yeah? You found someone new.
No,
What? For 6 years?
I know. Sorry.
Right, since the 6 years you've been split up now, yeah? You found
Yeah.
someone new or
No. No.
what? Do you know why that is, or
Why
is
not?
that something?
Because men are pricks.
But you never hear what she says. She says she are nuns now. She is a nun. Leave
I'm
her
not.
She's a
alone.
nun.
I'm playing.
Ah,
I'm playing.
It don't mean I'm
she
It
not
was
having
a
sex.
joke.
panty on, don't it?
Yeah, he's a nun now. He's a nunny.
Yeah,
Plenty of sex.
she a walk with God.
You walk with God
Yeah,
now. You see,
yeah, we know
Jesus.
yeah, walk
Jesus.
with God.
You better praise Jesus.
Holy
yes,
water.
No, I'm playing. I'm playing. All right, now let Natalie speak for herself. I'm gonna shut up. Sorry. Excuse me, Natalie.
yes.
Speak about what?
Are you a
Natalie,
nun now? What are
look,
you
do you
doing now? What is
believe
the
to a certain extent when you have a yeah, yeah, like do you
What?
believe when you have a connection with a person, it kind of like
Yeah.
every connection is kind of cosmic and special, and if you collect some and you go past some, do you believe in mixing in spirits?
What? M-
I'm
mixing.
saying, like, you know, when you're making connections, love connections. Yeah, like you obviously, yeah.
Souls entwined.
What's going on here? Is that
Kama Sutra.
yeah? So so it's
Baby
yeah,
shark.
conversation. Yeah. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna see where my man is, but I think I'm gonna hit the bed now, man. I got some building work coming up. What you saying, bro?
Yeah, man. Get the sack as well, G.
Yeah. All right. Let me end it there. Obviously, for everyone that did come on that as well, we can carry this on a whole other time. Um, this subject goes deep. I basically believe that the problem where it broke down was that he was not interested in you. You felt major rejection, a lot of anger from every single thing he would do because of the way you were being treated. You didn't feel feminine, you didn't feel pretty, all of these things. And it was the ultimate rejection for a woman. He doesn't even want you, kind of thing. And I think that devastated you. And I think he's obviously a prick. There's no question. He's fully to blame. He's got some psychological shit wrong with him. To do that to a woman is torture. He shouldn't have done that. He should have made you feel pretty and special no matter what. Um, that's my take on it. I don't know what you want to final words, Nate.
Yeah, or at least hide that he's not watching porn. That he should be on point.
Yeah, or maybe just let him watch the porn, but make sure you coming in the room at the right time. Make sure you just come on when everything's ready and you just jump on it, and that's how you're gonna set up.
Actually, before you go, yeah,
set up yourself.
I'll tell you something that's funny. Yeah, like when people, you can get that thing, yeah, where it's like bare noise in it. You can hear like, like they'll open up video in it. So my bridge was on the train, did it, yeah. And I knew, when the tunnel comes, the Wi-Fi is gonna lock out in it. So I must have sent him one of them ones in it, and he couldn't even fucking stop the thing. It must have malfunctioned up, yeah. Ah, shit.
No.
What you say?
What the video?
We Bob building
That's a
it tomorrow, yeah?
madness. I've got to do a little something. I have to, man. I've just been chilling, kicking back. To be honest, I'm chatting shit. I always do something every day, but I'm still not happy with what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's it, man. Be busy, pop
Even
fizzy,
though I
bro.
probably do a lot by a lot of people's standards, but
Be busy, pop fizzy.
yeah.
Don't know.
Man.
So anyway,
it's
listen.
insulation tomorrow.
I'll catch you soon,
went past building, we went past everything. It's actually just insulation. Yeah,
Easy.
in a bit, bro.
Alright, love you. Soon, G.